give you justice in the name of our king.
Alrighty, we are live.
Are we?
we are. First off, hello everyone. Hello. We'll get to the episode in just a second. Let me say really quick, please no super chats tonight. This is the charity stream, so we're going to look at the comments. There's a link in the description to donate to St. Jude Children's Hospital, please. So do that if you don't mind. We can read comments from there as opposed to super chat. No money to me tonight. All this goes to St. Jude. We're going to try to get to 10K. We'll see what we did. Last year we had 8K. So we're going to try to break that. I'm seeing a lot of shames. Thank you, Peach, for posting that. Yeah, you can actually type in, by the way, to donate this link here. You can type in ! charity, and it will spit this link out. Nightbot will. So I will post that. Please use that for questions and everything, if you don't mind, as opposed to super chats.
St. Jude's.
So anyway, let's see what we got in here really quick, and then we'll get to some of these. I know people have already started donating. Really appreciate all the retweets and all that stuff as well. I see a lot of shames. Of shames.
That's perfect.
Purple Haze, hello. Giovanna, Barack Obama, Lee Ann, David Wilkerson. There's Peach. I don't know why that was retracted, Peach. Something was retracted there. Steph Snow, Jimmy Page, Wes, Dark Sister, Andrew Perez, Hamoud, Kara, Scott D. Everything's flying so fast. There's Raina Marie, Lala Gig, Justin W., Roseanne, Coors, Mommy of Mutants, Sports Highlights. There's Michelle, Mothra, Musey, it's flying now. I'm sorry. I can't keep going. Hello, everybody. There's Gray Arya in the house, too, by the way.
Hey, Gray.
I know she's hanging out. Thank you, Gray. Appreciate it. Please, no super chats. Please use the link in the description for donations. It will go directly to. If you notice the bar across the top, we're trying to fill that up there. So you'll see the Tiltify things. Actually, let me mute that because it'll get bothersome. Let me mute the.
Could something get bothersome tonight?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know, man. I've got man.
Dude,
I'm so mixed.
I'm
so mixed emotionally
until Drogon flew off.
They did. It was good until that point.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean, for what we were left with, that was going good.
So let's really quick. Let me grab these to get them out of the way. Please, again, no super chats. If you come in, please use the link in the description for Tiltify.
Well, we should at least talk a little bit about it before we dive right into
that.
that.
Oh yeah. No, we are. I was just going to see what we had. Oh, okay. So that was already there were some super chats already here. But yes, let's do this. Let's go through it really quickly, and then we're just going to go into it. I don't know.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I see a lot of shame. So we start off. They're assessing the damage. Kind of in denial, I guess, and trying to figure out what just happened.
Yes.
Tyrion, Jon, Davos. They come across Grey Worm, executing soldiers, just cutting throats, and about getting a fight right there about it. He's lost his shit.
He has.
I mean, he's just like whatever. So I didn't like this whole Grey Worm's now all about just killing revenge stuff, which I know it's where they're supposed to be going with the dark side of everything.
And for him to say it was our orders.
Yes, from Dany. Yeah, kill all the Lannisters just because they got Lannister red on.
They're still breathing.
But yeah, I mean, after last week, I guess we should have expected that. I guess. I don't know. You'd think, though, after it stops, that anybody on their fucking knees. I don't know. It was just very odd.
Yeah.
Arya and Jon have a little conversation, and also Tyrion he walks up and throws down his hand. Throws down his hand to the Queen Pen and take him away, and he's a prisoner now. Jon goes to see him and basically talks him into killing her.
He did.
He basically says, indirectly, what you got to do.
Jon almost made it out of the door, I think.
Almost made it out of the door, and then he mentioned his sisters, and that's what triggered him.
Got him.
That's what triggered him. we see the really cool shot, I will say, of Dany walking out to greet her soldiers with the wings behind her coming up. Drogon's wings, like the devil wings. That was a really cool shot. I got to say. I mean, again, this is not. There's not going to be any complaints about the cinematography and any of that stuff at all.
Right.
Music, all that shit. Really cool shot. She gives a speech like she's still on this warpath. Everything's cool. It was all for a purpose. You know, it was the right thing to do. We're going to build a new world on the ashes of the old one.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh my God. Okay. So she tries to justify it. So we did call that for sure.
Yeah.
Jon and Tyrion, that's when Tyrion throws down his badge. Jon's just kind of still trying to figure out in his own head, like, what to do. You know, he can't believe it, but he's like, he swore his word, you know, swore his vows to her, and he's going through all this. But Tyrion said, you slaughtered a city and threw that shit down. He's now a prisoner, of course. Arya reminds Jon, you will always be a threat to her, which starts planting the seeds.
Yes, that's right.
He's Aegon, but this didn't matter in the end, though, by the way.
No.
So we'll get to that. But Jon kind of tries to defend her with Tyrion at first.
He really did.
You know, I don't know what I would have done. Yes, you do. You know, you wouldn't have burnt the whole city. And they brought back a lot of callbacks to season 1 this time for sure, with Maester Aemon and all that stuff. Death is love is the death of duty.
Oh yeah,
and vice versa, and that's when Tyrion was talking her in.
Tyrion's like, you just come up with
that? Please, no super chats. Use the link in the description, please. This was going to charity. Please use the link in the description, please. Not going to be able to get to all the super chats. That don't go to St. Jude. St. Jude is a separate thing, so please use that link. Again, I'm posting it. I know the mods are posting it there as well. I'm just trying to remind everybody as they come in. I know we've got a lot of new people joining, but yeah, trying to do St. Jude. So we'll check in here in a second, start reading those questions as well. You can comment when you donate. There is what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's where we're going to read the comments from. So a lot of callbacks is what I was saying with the love is the death of duty. Basically, Jon's saying you got to kill her. I mean, she's a fanatic now.
Yeah.
You know, she believes she's going to change the world, and you think anything's going to stop her if somebody's her enemy.
Especially anybody that stands in her way.
Exactly. Which, obviously...
Jon...
Jon...
He's like got a big neon sign on him.
It is. Like, I'm the heir.
Yeah.
You can hear the sounds. But Jon does go confront her. She walks through. They did do a good job with the follow-up to the vision of the House of the Undying.
Tell them what you said. Okay.
It was snowing.
That's where you're going.
all over the city, apparently, the next day. And then by the time we got a couple weeks, it was completely sunny again. So that was snow. At first, it was ash, but she walks in there and it's been snowing. Apparently, the next day, it was a snowy day because Drogon was under the snow.
Yeah, you couldn't even see him.
He was just laying there guarding the door, and Jon walks up. That was a cool shot, by the way.
That was a cool shot.
Where he walks up, Drogon sniffs him and is like, all right, go on.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good. Like the guard there. This was a sad moment, though. Jon goes up and jumps on her like he did this, and she's trying to justify it and be with me still, be by my side. We'll rebuild the new world. And I said it. I said, here it goes.
Yep.
And it was just sad. It was
sad.
To have to,
I don't care how much you hated her.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of blood from the mouth and nose. Didn't say a word. And Jon, of course, tore up about it, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Drogon senses this shit, comes up there.
Talk about tore up.
He was tore up. It was really quick. Somebody's happened quick. Yeah, absolutely. Udalin, I believe. It was really quick, and then she wasn't in the rest of the episode, which I guess they had to get to the epilogue we're talking about. Drogon comes in. He's pissed off, and, he sniffs her, tries to move her, and he melts the Iron Throne. Which goes against everything that happened the rest of the episode.
That's right.
It was a really cool shot, and we wanted that to happen. We had kind of called that about it being destroyed.
Yeah, but
we don't really matter now.
Right. We didn't want anybody to sit back on the throne there. You know what I mean?
Right. Are we just going to replace it with a crow now, I guess? I'm not sure. So they so then we go to Drogon takes off with her body. Yeah. And we never see him again. So there is a dragon still left in the world, apparently.
I got to say, him nudging her dead body was really touching. That was pitiful.
It was because I mean you're still feeling for Dany, from all the years, and it's the last 2 episodes she's been horrible. And that was his mom, and that's exactly. So it was a great scene, and then it was just odd. Like, did Drogon melt the throne because he sensed that was the problem?
That's what I was thinking.
Did he just blow fire to be doing it? And Jon was still kind of ducking. I thought he was going to a Jon unburnt moment.
I did too.
I really thought we was going to finally get it. He flies off. Tyrion has a trial. Now it's weeks later. He said a couple weeks, so it was weeks later. Now it's sunny again.
Yes.
They had this trial and all the lords are gathered. We see Admiral Tully's back all of a sudden. He's been just chilling in River Run somewhere. I don't know what he's been doing.
Yeah, Yara was back.
Yara was back for the last shot. We saw Sweet Robin. He's grown up a little bit. I'm not sure. I think that was a Manderly. I'm not sure who that was over there beside. You had Brienne and Davos and Gendry as the Lord of Storms. He's figured out how to be a Lord in 2 weeks.
Right.
He's on the council or whatever this was. It was a trial that Grey Worm was bringing Tyrion out, and yet they elected Bran king. They elected Bran Stark. Bran Stark. Bran the Broken is now the king. So
all of them but Sansa.
All of them but Sansa
elected him,
so she could be queen in the fucking north.
Oh my God!
They vote for Bran the Broken. Tyrion becomes his hand. He says, "This is what I had a problem with too." Bran says, "Why do you think I came all this way?" Yeah. Then he says he gets elected. They all say aye, whatever. Then he says, "Tyrion, you will be my hand." And he's like, "No, I don't want it. I don't want." He's like, "I don't want to be king." You just said you came all this way to be king. You knew it was going to happen or something. So what was this? A big Blood Raven Bran scheme? I mean, what was this? I don't know. It's really odd. So Bran the Broken, first of his name, ruler of the 6 kingdoms.
Yes.
And the Tyrion changed that. Jon is for some reason held captive. I know he killed Dany, so immediately there was a vacuum of power. And he didn't. Yeah. Nobody said anything.
Right.
It was just like Grey Worm ran shit.
I was okay with him being the prisoner, but like you said, nobody said anything about Jon,
who
his
he was,
lineage, his rightful heir.
They all knew it. They all knew it except for a handful. And I don't know.
And all of a sudden, okay, Grey Worm, he was promoted right there
to commander of all the armies.
That promoted him is dead. How's he have all this say? And they have to barter with him.
Exactly.
Like he's the king.
And I think they set it up to where it was because we have Unsullied. This is our city now, and then outside the gates there's a bunch of Northmen, and that's when Davos stood up, like, look, stop the fighting.
Like, I got that for that immediate moment.
For immediate moment, exactly. But after Bran's the king,
right?
Come on, you can commute your brother's sentence.
Exactly.
I mean, you can do what you want, and especially once Grey Worm and them leave.
Wow.
For Noth, by the way. And let me say this, they're just all going to die in Noth. There's poisonous butterflies going to kill anybody that don't live there. They're dead. Why? They're just gone. I don't know. So they just left. Him and Jon staring at each other. Jon is sent to the Night's Watch because there's a Night's Watch because they need somewhere to send people that don't want to get their head chopped off. There's no reason for a Night's Watch anymore. So he goes back to Castle Black.
It's a reform school now.
It is. It's like you said, Jackson Training School. That's a local one here. Anyway, so he's going to the Night's Watch again as this escorted by people. So he's prisoner. Nobody says a word about who he is. He doesn't take the throne for a minute just to pass it on and have people elected.
Right.
Any of that stuff. He's just thrown in. Everybody knows who he is, but nobody says a word about it. Really odd. Really fucking odd.
Yeah, like somebody would have stood up and said, "Look, Grey Worm, the man in there is the rightful heir."
Yes, he is Aegon Targaryen.
At least let Jon come out, like you said, be king for at least 2 minutes, long enough for him to say, "I don't want it."
Exactly. It was just kind of crazy. So before he goes, there's the big goodbye with all the Starks. You got Arya who says, "I'm not going north. I'm going west to Westeros. I just want to travel where the map's not." So she's going to basically a shy. I mean, let's get real. This has already happened in history. So she's just going somewhere that's already been done, and they act like it hadn't. I know this is recent with Fire and Blood, but it's like all this family stuff meant nothing.
I know, man.
She leaves. No Gendry or any of that stuff. She's just out. Sansa, she got what she wanted. She wouldn't even vote for Bran. She got Queen in the North. And
what
at the
kind
end,
of bitch
they were all so formal now.
Yeah.
And in King's Landing, when Bran was king, they were also formal. And, you know, he had the new three-eyed raven crow fucking armor with Brienne. That was cool. Brienne was King's Guard. LC, Lord Commander. We did call that writing in the book. It survived.
Yeah.
Wrote about Jaime for a couple pages there. That was cool. Cersei, I'm sorry, Bronn's on the council as Master of Coin.
Master of Coin.
So he's got Highgarden. After all that, and he busted his nose and disappeared into Wintertown, Bronn's on the council. Sam is now a maester again. He helped write A Song of Ice and Fire. Didn't include Tyrion. Tyrion is still Hand.
But he basically said, I helped with the title.
I
mean, come on.
I know.
You lived this.
I know. It's so odd. So they basically just kind of started from, they brought it back around to episode 1 of the season 1 and had new people.
Yeah, that's what they did.
That's all they really did. And then Bran to be so formal. And then, okay, Sir Pod. We got Pod.
I like that.
That was cool.
Sir
So
Pod.
we get those little things. He started telling the joke and didn't finish the joke. Didn't even finish the damn joke. Come on, man. Just finish the joke.
That was such a tease.
So they didn't even finish the joke. They just teased it with us again. But then it kind of closes the way it opened in the very first episode of season 1. They Ghost is up at the wall with Tormund at Castle Black, where they were just living. They're not supposed to be guarding anything. They're just living there. But he sent us to the Night's Watch, but yet they go through the wall and just like go home, and he's just going up north with them as like Mance Rayder or something. It's really odd. So in a way, he's like king beyond the wall, but he's really not. He's Aegon, but he just didn't say anything. Bran is the king of the 6 kingdoms. Sorry, actually it's 5. And now it's still 6 actually. So it's actually 8. But yeah, it's just, they all go their separate ways. Arya has a ship. She's presumably like captain of this ship or something with the Stark banners and everything. Really, really odd. Really odd. I don't know. I really have mixed them. I'm going to have to watch this again and then just process it for a while. It's really odd.
And, you know, honestly, the Night King, nothing to do with this shit. I mean, these people who survived all that and came together, you know.
Right.
And I don't know, man.
It was just really.
Cersei was wiped out in 2 minutes,
and then it was like
there
was like a lot of meta stuff too. Like a lot of meta stuff.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
We had the Sam got up and said, "I think everybody should have a say, as in democracy."
Yes.
And everybody, it was like for a minute, you're like, "Okay, here we go, going to change things."
Right.
And then they laughed at it.
He got laughed.
And I will say really quick. I told him, I'm not sure who all the lords were. I couldn't catch them all because I was trying to scribble notes and stuff.
But I think,
was that supposed to be Howland Reed?
When you said that, man, I think you're right.
He had a very similar thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you guys saw that. I got to pause it to see who these lords were. I couldn't see their sigils and stuff. But all new people, all new council with Bran the Broken. So it's just back. The throne was melted, but there's still a king. It was just really a lot of kind of. It was almost like fan service stuff put in there, and or fan fiction. I mean, just a lot of fan fiction they threw together after a sad ending with Dany and Jon and him. We called that he's got to live with all this, and he's not even the king. He didn't have a say in anything, and it was just odd at the end. Like he said he hugged Sansa and Arya, really touching scene. And then kneels, Your Grace, formally. Why? It's your brother, for Christ's sake. I mean, you grew up. And then they still made fun of Edmure. Yes, Ruben, they still made fun of Edmure, just like season 2.
Yeah.
When he couldn't hit the damn body of his dad. He was missing with the arrow. They made fun of him.
Made a klutz out of him.
So where's he been the whole time? I don't know. Really odd. Crazy. I got to process this a while. This is just, I really have, I don't know. It's just, my first impression was not good.
Me either.
For an ending, there was nothing I could pick up sweet about it. Like I said,
agreed, bub.
Really odd. All right, so anyway, let's check and see what we got here for St. Jude. We'll start jumping into some of the. I can see the questions on the St. Jude page, on the donation page. But really quick, let me jump over here. I know some of you guys had left some super chats. Please don't do super chats if you just came in. We're doing the charity stream, so if you use the link in the description, and I can see you can actually comment there, and I can read those. That's what we're going to read. But Thank you, Mother of Dragon, D. Brown, Angie D., and Naomi for joining the channel. We do have channel memberships available. Appreciate that. Jason Gonzalez for the super chats. Big Ed, thank you, Big Ed. Hey guys, won't be watching tonight as the 4 a.m. wakes up. I got to wake up at 4 a.m., but I wanted to continue to show my love and favorite content creators. Getting to help St. Jude's is a bonus. I will check out your live stream replay tomorrow. Thank you,
Thank you, Big Ed.
I did make a donation earlier myself, so I'll tally up what's here so far. But please use the link in the description if you're watching this later as well to donate to that. As far and no super chats, no more super chats. Melissa B, thank you for the super chat. What I'm going to do now, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We got prequels are filming now. Or the prequel, one prequel is filming now. Blood Moon is filming now. But we got other shows and movies and other stuff and a podcast as well. So we're going to keep going. And it feels like
you're thinking about reshooting a season 8.
No, they're not.
No, I said us.
Yeah, we're gonna reshoot season 8.
We've been wanting to do skits. We should do that.
We could actually do that.
Do our ending.
Right. We'll do our ending with me and James and Riddick.
Stay tuned.
We need a crew though. We want to raise some money for that. Zappa, thank you for the super chat. They pulled a Lord of the Rings 6 ending fake out on us. They sure did. It was really odd. I'm gonna try to get through these really quick to get to the donation stuff for the charity for St. Jude. So really appreciate it, guys. Andres, thank you for the super chat. So I say we boycott HBO until we get a reshoot. Yeah, they're never gonna do that. They spent $15 million an episode. I mean, I know that Petition reached over millions of signatures to reshoot season 8, but they'll never do it. But we'll see a lot of I think spinoffs with where they try to right the ship in some way, but it'll never fix the main story. I don't think.
Right.
But I'm just saying this is the books. This is heading that way. I mean, let's face it. I don't know. We'll get more detail hopefully. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you for the super chat. I was not expecting that happy ending and love seeing Ghost. You saw a happy ending?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I saw a happy ending.
Bro, we lost 500 people in the last 1 minute.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Are we good? Everything's good here?
I hope so.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, no stream issues. There's probably a lot of people streaming. Everybody's in and out, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, that's probably the case, yeah.
Let's see, Ashley W. Thank you. I didn't hate this ending, this finale.
Actually, didn't hate it. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There were great parts. There were. But the overall thing, I got to think about it more too. But this is just our initial, obviously, reaction.
Yeah, we literally just finished.
Yeah. Randall P. Thank you, Randall. Hold on. Please, no more super chats. I'm not going to be able to go through all these. I got to get to the other ones. Last 2 episodes, thank you, Randall. We're really just Mad Libs, Westeros edition. What a way to waste a perfectly good story. Yeah, these are odd. Thank you, Leanne, for the super chat. Thank you, Laluza, for the super chat as well. Is that Lazuli, I think? Thank you. RT Sizzle, thank you for the super chat. 6 Kingdoms when the king is a Stark. Laugh my ass off, trash. Shouldn't be Bran. Unite them all and tell Sansa to sit down. I agree. Yep. I agree completely.
That's right.
And please, again, I know if you're just joining, don't do super chats. Use the link in the description for Tiltify. That goes straight to St. Jude.
Yes.
I'm just trying to catch up on these really quick. I'm going to jump over there. I won't be able to read the rest of these. John Livingston, thank you for the super chat. This didn't feel right. John deserved the throne. Exactly. I didn't expect him to keep the throne, but I expected him to use the Aegon thing for something until they voted.
Right.
Not just sit in a cell and then go to the wall.
I'm glad this got brought up because before you switched over, I was going to ask you this anyway. So, all right, Sam and Bran, basically they were the guys who were heading this Jon is the rightful heir
and didn't say a damn thing about it.
They were both present.
Both.
Knew he's been suffering in a cell.
Arya and Sansa there too.
Yeah,
and Grey Worm's the one that was stopping them.
They were the ones that wanted him. I mean, they brought it all up. Jon, shaking Jon, you're the man.
It was very odd. Cam, thank you for the super chat. So disappointing. There's Corey Grigson. What's up, Corey?
What's up, Corey?
Hate this episode. Who dat? Yeah, it's not. It's very odd, man. Very odd. By the way, guys, Corey's an old buddy of mine. His daughter was at St. Jude, and this is the reason we started this last year. His daughter is alive because of St. Jude. That's why we do these streams every year. So really cool. Thank you, man. I'll add all this up later and donate again as well. But I'm fixing to hop over to the St. Jude page. You can comment there if you use that link if you want to donate. Melissa B, thank you for the super chat in Australia. Haven't watched yet, so I have to get back quick, but wanted to send love. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Ricky Garrard, thank you for the super chat, both of those. And then Sicily, thank you for the super chat. What happened to the Dothraki? I assume they are staying since they were not getting on the ships. Bran looking for Drogon. What was that about? Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was going to warg right then and find him. We were going to see the dragon egg scene.
It felt like it.
Yeah, but it was. I told you though while we watched it, that scene felt like a goodbye to the dragons.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So there was no real balance of ice and fire. There's still a dragon out there and could be more.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool in a way, but also doesn't fit the theme. I don't really know. Anyway, so I'm gonna jump over here. Thank you, Keaton, really quick. Kids Bop, Game of Thrones. What say y'all? Season 8. Kids Bop, exactly. Anyway, let's jump over here to the charity page. Really appreciate the donations so far. Let's see what we got. I need to go to. Okay, these go backwards, so I'm gonna have to. I'll have to go backwards here as far as donations. Thank you, Lady Fair, for the $20 donation to St. Jude. Brooklyn Girl, thank you for the $20. Thanks for the years of company watching this show. I look forward to what you bring next. Thank you so much, lady. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Something just moved. Thank you, Brooklyn Girl. But yeah, let me say this too. I felt really odd all day. I think we talked about it. This is not goodbye. It feels like goodbye.
Right.
But it's not goodbye. It's a goodbye to the show. And it's very sad, and I'm feeling some kind of way about it, even though I didn't really love this ending so much, at least in my first watch and thinking about it. But we're not going anywhere. But it just feels like a goodbye.
That's right.
It really feels odd because this is there's no preview for next week. There's no next season. There's a prequel, and that's what we got to look forward to. And books.
And trust me, when these books come out, this man will tear through it and tell you what you need to know.
Yeah, we'll definitely jump in some book stuff as well. But we'll do some other fun stuff too. We'll do some other lighthearted shows. But I don't know if I can invest in something so deep again. I don't know. I just don't know there is. There'll never be anything that deep again, though.
Is that the case? Or because I'm kind of feeling like this, I'm looking for the next thing to get invested in.
Well, I mean, maybe I may just need a break. I will say that.
I think that's probably the case.
Probably just a break. Let me try to catch up this way. Okay, this was earlier. So far we have got $1,293. Very, very cool.
Yes.
Let's see. Raging. I'm gonna go backwards here, so hopefully I can catch up and see this. Raging Cajun, thank you for the $10 donation. This is all again to St. Jude. St. Jude Play Live, and this is where it's going. Just want to say thank you for all the content you've provided over the years, and for also your influence on such a great cause. I'll be on duty and we'll miss the episode, but hopefully everyone enjoyed it. If that's possible at this point, have a great night and subscribe. Thank you, Raging Cajun.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it. Randy Suimatsu with a $20 dono.
Thank you, Randy.
Thanks to SmokeScreen for doing this. My hopes and prayers to all those children in need. Thank you so much, Randy Suimatsu.
Great. That's awesome.
Really appreciate it. Long-time Patreon there. Angie, thank you, Angie. Delante, $20 dono. No question, just wanted to donate to a good cause. Thank you, Angie. Our top donator so far, Legal Jedi with 200. Thank you, Legal Jedi. No comment she has, but definitely appreciate the 200 bomb for St. Jude. DC Diva, there she is. First of her name, and it just cuts off there. Titles. Thank you for the donation, $20. What would have been your changes to this episode to make it more sense thematically and sensibly? What a long ride shall SmokeScreen reign. Long shall SmokeScreen reign. Yeah, I mean, the main thing, like I said, Carol, was just using the John thing to establish this new world as opposed to just randomly selecting Bran.
Yeah.
It was just odd. Bran has no... It doesn't fit with anything of Bran being chosen to be king. It's just so odd. And then John goes beyond the wall and doesn't say a word. I don't know. I get he needs to live with it.
Yeah.
And he did kill the queen.
Right.
But come on. Once you're king...
Yeah.
You save the world again.
And Bran like we said, should have been on the council or something. But,
yeah.
But sure. How all of a sudden does everybody think he's
the perfect master of whispers?
Yeah.
I mean, he don't need any birds.
It's crazy.
That's what he even mentioned. That looks like we don't have a master of whispers.
That's right.
There's some cat named SmokeScreen. Thank you, SmokeScreen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah P, for the donation as well. Chris H for the donation. LFP for the donation. No question. Thank you, LFP.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm trying to see how this is. Like, it's refreshing. It's weird. I'm trying to not miss anything.
Randy again.
Randy again. Thank you, Randy. Suimatsu, I got 3 things right from here. Go Sansa would get the North, Ron would get Highgarden, and Arya would go to California. There you go.
That's good.
There's Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous, for the $20 donation as well. Let's see. Dragon5616, thank you for the donation. La Pharma Girl, thank you for the donation. This is all going to St. Jude's, by the way. Please, no more super chats.
Thank you so much,
Eric
guys.
Newcomer, thank you for the donation. John was more loyal than Ned. Seriously, after all that, he still pledged to her. I know. I was like,
wow.
Yeah. I mean, he killed her, but it's like after, it was just odd. I guess he just accepted what he did and became just wanted to be a prisoner. I don't know. It was really, really odd.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm sorry if I missed some. These are like refreshing. I'm trying to go backwards and it's not working. So, Doc Holiday, thank you, Doc. Possible future podcast idea. Oh shit! It disappeared. What the hell?
Thank you, Doc.
It's moving. Okay, everything's moving. Possible future podcast idea. Each of you independently come up with how you had done season 8. How would you have the season played out for each of you, and what would have happened to each major character? That's not a bad idea.
That is not a bad idea. I would
write
enjoy
a little
putting
fan
that.
fiction ourselves. You know what I mean? I don't know. We could do that, Doc, for sure.
Doing that.
At least the major beats. That might not be a bad idea. Donnie, I think is that Donnelly or I'm not sure. Youngs. Donnie Lyons. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Donnie, thank you, Donnie, for the donation. That's about as good as it could get considering the previous 3 episodes. At least we saw Ghost.
I know. I was glad.
That was a good thing. It was a good thing seeing Ghost for sure. And he got to pet him a little bit. Let's see. Am I going? If I went this way, yeah, I did. I did all those. Okay. Okay. All right. So now here, thank you to. Whoops. See, everything's jumping. Jay Fred. Thank you, Jay Fred, for the donation. I don't see a question there. Thank you, Anonymous, for the donation again. Another Anonymous. Amy Mangone, thank you, Amy, for the donation. I'm satisfied with the ending, particularly Sansa's arc. So happy for Northern Independence. More importantly, I just wanted to say thank you to you. It's been a joy following this series with you all these years. Thank you for your hard work and dedication, and now our watch has ended. Man, that just hit me in the feels. Yes. That's hit me in the feels, Amy. Thank you.
Good one.
It really is. I felt odd all day about it. Our watch has ended for real, like legitimately. Mm-hmm. It's like not a joke anymore. Winter has came and actually gone. Yeah. Damn. Anyway, thank you. Moon Surface, thank you for the donation. Karen Gates, thank you. So hashtag SmokeScreen. One Fly Miss Dale, thank you for the donation. Anonymous again. Thanks, Zelda Dahl. Appreciate it. Jason McBride, donation. You're a good man for this. Thank you. I'm not just a man. Just not just a man. But thank you, Jason. K-Dubs. Thank you, K-Dubs. I had decided to whether to give the St. Jude's or reshoot for season 8. You might as well get the St. Jude.
Made a good choice.
Exactly, because they're not going to do it. So thank you, K-Dubs. Appreciate the dono. Randall P, thank you for the donation. Last 2 episodes were basically mad. Oh, that's okay. I read that one earlier. I'm sorry, Randall. Raina, thank you for the donation as well. I'm not sure how this is skipping around. It's very odd. Elizabeth, thank you for the donation. There's Gray Area with the dono. Thank you, Gray. Appreciate it. If she's still in the chat.
Thank you, Gray, so much.
Lovita, thank you, Lovita, for the donation. And I'm skipping. By the way, these are ones with no comments, so I'm just kind of flying through them because I know they're refreshing fast. Let's see. Jovita, thank you, Jovita. Joey Tabor, thank you, Joey. Is that Devil Vet, I believe? Thank you for the donation. So is John the Night's Watch, or is he going to be a Northern Wildling? Not clear to me.
Looked like Wildling.
It looked like he was sentenced to the Night's Watch, which there shouldn't be a Night's Watch, and then he just left north of the wall. And somebody's still at Castle Black for some reason. Yeah. But it looks like he was just leaving.
Yeah, I told Chris, it's like Mance Raider.
Yeah, he's kind of like, I think so. I think that's exactly what he'll be. I think that's the idea, is he's just getting out of the rules. You know? I think he's just gone.
That's where he needs to be. Go find him another egret. Yep.
Yeah, I think so. So I think he went to the Night's Watch, but he didn't stay, so he's already broken that again. So he's already, just left, because there shouldn't be a Night's Watch. Thank you, Donnie Lyons. There's a donation from Donnie. How can Bron be a master of coin? Does no one remember season 3 when Bron was talking about borrowing money and not paying it back? Seriously, it was really odd. It was really odd. Bron vanished, and then he's master of coin because he's got High Garden. I don't know. He knows how to be a lord now and control the entire Reach.
Yeah.
He's Lord of the Reach, for Christ's sake.
So crazy.
Where all the food comes from. Oh, well, so now technically he's the richest man in Westeros.
Yeah.
I mean, because the gold mines are dry for Lannisters. Kelly Zahara, thank you, Kelly, for these donation as well. Love the episode. I was so disappointed with the season, but after seeing this, I'm impressed. Indy directed. I take back all the things I said about them.
Wow.
You're in the minority, Kelly, and that's fine. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There are great parts, but I don't know. Maybe I need to process it. I don't know. I was pretty like on the shame, ringing the shame bell.
Yeah.
With the second half of it at least.
I'm struggling with that episode.
I am. Stephanie, thank you, Stephanie Salzer, for the donation. Darko of the North.
Yep.
Is that what I'm reading? Thank you for the dono. How do we learn to trust again after the blank D&D just fed us? Yeah, it's really odd. Looks like the majority of people are in the same boat at least. But hey, at least we're doing this fun stream and hanging out and talking about it and raising money for St. Jude. This is the sweet of the bittersweet.
Yeah.
This is the sweet. Is the community, not the story.
Not the story, dude.
Let's see. Anonymous. There's an anonymous donation again. Thank you. Steph Snow. Where'd it go?
There you go.
I don't. Where did it go?
It says tonight made me cry. If you find that one,
Yeah,
there we go.
Okay, it just dropped. Okay, it dropped down one. See what's going on. It's dropping to the next page. Thank you, Steph Snow. Tonight made me cry like a baby. I think the point of Jon being half dragon was him being able to get past Drogon and get close to Dany to kill her. I'm glad Jon ended up with Ghost and Tormund. Love you guys. Miss these GOT Sundays. Yeah. I mean, I think the RLJ was just to split them apart. Really, that's all it was used for. I mean, yeah, he technically was able to get by the dragon and everything.
Yeah.
So it had to be him. I mean, it was pretty clear after last episode that's the direction they had to go. And it was just kind of, it was sad. And those were the good parts, though. For what we had, it was done good with that part of it. But
I think that was
the rest of it.
Their best scene together.
Probably so.
I really enjoyed that back and forth they had.
Or I used to love her, but I had to kill her. See, so it's just, oh man, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. All right, I think we are on this page. Okay, yeah, I think that's right. Horn Player, thank you for the dono. And again, guys, if I miss any, I apologize. I'm trying to, but it's got like the page is refreshing and they're hopping around. Thank you, Horn Player. Starks rule a good chunk of the world. Bran has 6 kingdoms. Sansa has the north, and Jon has the north of the north. And Arya will have soon a west of Westeros, and it just disappeared. And which will probably be SO. Damn it! Where'd it go again? Why is it hopping around? Okay, let me try to find it again. I think it's right. Where did it go? Where did it go? Yes, here we go. Which will probably end up being Essos. It's talking about Arya. # Starks rule the world. Yeah, that's what I didn't like. Is it was like too cliche that the Starks that we loved in the beginning, all of a sudden they rule everything. They just completely reversed everything just to reverse it, I guess.
And coming into this season, we were going, we're going to have to lose a couple more Starks.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no, they get everything.
Let's just, everybody survives. And Sansa's the queen. She always wanted to be the queen. That's what she's Littlefinger the queen now. I mean, literally, that's what's going on.
I got a little finger for her.
Jesus. Oh, shit. Anyway. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, let me see. Purple Haze, thank you for the dono as well. Thank you for all your hard work, Chris and James. Wishing you continued success. Appreciate it, Purple Haze. Yeah, maybe one day we'll make it to 100K. It might be another year or two now because this is all over. What were we at? 282, 287? Is that what I'm seeing? And it's dropping, of course. I see it dropping as I usually do.
I got to say this. not because I'm involved in this, but I'm just shocked. Coming into this season, you know, there's no way you could have told me we'd be sitting here at the last and you'd be sitting at 82. Not seeing that, you know, everybody else was growing. That's not what this is for. I know that, but I just got to say this to you, you know, as your sidekick. I'm fucking baffled, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I think you need to work on your tags.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just YouTube has not been working for me in the last year and a half, and you know, I thought the season certainly brought a bump.
It did, yeah,
but not like most
not
people.
Like Danny's
and
baby bump.
Everybody, exactly. We never got a child either, by the way. They just put that in our face, and we never got a child. I completely forgot to mention that too. But anyway, yeah, YouTube has not worked for me. I think I'm shadow banned. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's just they just suck. I don't know. Maybe the videos suck and they're tired of me. Anyway, I mean, it's one or the other.
The comments don't imply.
No, right.
That.
The comments don't imply it. Anyway, let's see here. Thank you, Purple Haze, Lord Commander Manny. Thank you, LC Manny. D&D destroyed the whole series, and I wanted my 10 years back. This sucks. A lot of people are feeling you, Manny, for sure. Darth Manilow, thank you, Darth Manilow, for the dono to St. Jude. Good thing y'all are doing here despite the mixed seasons. Been a really good 10 years. It absolutely has.
Damn right.
I said this on the podcast, and I said it was going to be cheesy, but it's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah.
So it is a TV show. I mean, I was all tore up watching it, but now I'm with you guys. We're doing this. I feel better. I really do.
I know. I agree.
Mean, except for the 82K thing.
And I got to say, too,
that you brought that up.
When you said that on the podcast, to me, you're spot on. It is about the journey, not the destination.
It really is.
But I read a ton of comments on that podcast, and there were people who were saying, no, it's not. It's about the destination. But I don't know. Maybe... And no offense, but maybe those people who feel that way don't have kids and stuff. You know what I mean? I think people when you
maybe
you know, when you have that in you to teach your kids, like pay attention when you're in the car. You know, as we're going here, you know,
right.
This is the part you're going to remember. You know,
right? That is true. It changes your perspective on things for sure. So I mean,
but we've had a great journey.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't beat it. That's the great part of this. Regardless of how this ends, whether it's bad, good, terrible, in between, both, whatever. Books or show, this community is outstanding. We're sitting here raising money right now. We're at $2,620 for St. Jude. I mean,
you guys rock, man.
Y'all are rocking it so far. So this is what it's about.
It is.
Regardless of the ending, yes, we can all bitch and moan about it, or we can love it, or whatever. We can have a civil discussion about it. But this is what it's about.
Yeah, how many times have we come here and met as a group and absolutely everybody loved the episode?
Oh, yeah.
Those were such fun nights, man.
Most have
Remember those. Exactly.
Most
Remember all those nights, guys.
Exactly. Anyway, thank you, Darth Manilow. Appreciate it. Kyler Orr, thank you for the dono. Been with you guys for years. Love everything you do. I'm just hoping this was all just a wet dream of Brand, and next week the real season starts. We'll see. I really am interested in watching next week, guys. I don't know what we'll do next week because there's a 2-hour inside the episode type of it's basically a documentary.
It'll be awesome.
So I want to watch that. So I don't know if do we watch 2 hours and go live at like 11:30 because it's a 2.5 hour thing. I don't know. So we'll have to think about it. We'll see what you guys want to do in the chat.
That's right.
Anonymous, thank you for the dono. Mortalist Cosplay, thank you for the dono as well. Lena Starr, appreciate the donation to St. Jude. Another anonymous. Peach, there's Peach. Thank you for the big dono there, Peach. Well, one Lannister lives, so instead of sponsoring someone for Protocon, I'm donating to St. Jude instead. Thanks for a great ride, Chris and James. Thank you, Pete, so much. We did have those.
That's right.
Things,
sure did.
Things, and yours was all the Lannisters, so one lived.
Yeah, that's right.
Mine was there won't be a throne, but there's still a king, so I don't really know if that counts.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So, like, they melted the throne, like we did call that, but there's still a king, so I'm not really sure if that counts or not. So, thank you, Peach. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
so much, man.
Really, really cool. Let's see. I'm trying to see who I skipped here. Okay. I'm trying to go backwards here. Okay, that was Peaches. Eric Newcomer again. Thank you, Eric, for the dono. So Bronn threatened Tyrion and Jaime, then hung back after King's Landing assault to be later appointed as Master of Coin. Exactly. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
But somehow, like, Bran decided to say, "Yeah, give him Highgarden." Right. I guess I really don't. It's really odd. because Braun turned into an asshole. Then he was cool again.
Damn.
It was just weird. But he got paid. He definitely got paid. We have another anonymous donation. Thank you, Bill Tudor.
Thank you.
Earth Dog, thank you, Earth Dog. Alan Ellis, thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. That's a $50 bomb. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Christina, thank you for the dono. Great job, guys. You kept doing great work even when the season kept throwing us off for a loop. At least Ghost got his pets. He did.
He did. I was a tickle.
It was kind of cool, but it was just odd. It didn't fit with the last part where he's like, send him on. So it's just weird. But at least it happened. It did happen.
Yeah.
Alyssa, thank you for the dono. So basically nothing matters because the way I see it is all the political things that just happened in Westeros before all of this were going to just repeat.
Yeah, that's the way I feel.
Exactly. Who put Bronn as Master of Coin? Maybe I'm just nitpicking because I just don't like this season. Yeah, just same as before. Bran had to agree to it. He's the king, so he got the reach without Dany. And Tyrion fulfilled his promise and paid his debt, and now he's the richest man in Westeros and on the council. Anonymous, another anonymous there. Thank you, anonymous. Let's see. Brooklyn Girl again. Thank you, Brooklyn Girl. Thanks for the years of company watching this show. I look forward to what you bring next. Thank you, Brooklyn Girl. We will still be here. We'll still grind to 100K somehow or another. We'll get there.
That's right.
It's going to take another year and a half at least now, but we'll get there.
We don't quit.
For sure. Lady Fair, thank you, Lady Fair, for the dono. No question there. Dana, thank you for the dono as well. Thank you for all your hard work during the past seasons. The show did not end how I expected, and I am somewhat disappointed. I was beginning to think they would just try to justify Dany going nuclear like they did, the U.S. did to the end of the war in Japan. But oh well, this is the ending we get. Yeah, she tried to justify it, but obviously Jon had to be kind of talked into understanding that she was not going to stop. And Sansa and them were in danger. That's what triggered him. I think that's what changed his mind.
Right.
Khalib, I believe Khalib. Thank you for Khalib Hakra. Am I reading that right? I'm sorry, guys, if I'm butchering names, but thank you, Khalib, for the dono. I think that was about as satisfying an ending as we could have expected. Felt very inverted fantasy cliche. I think it was all a bit too tidy at the end, and what Jon is sent to the Night's Watch and immediately deserts exactly. And Arya sets out sailing west on a ship with no crew. She did have a crew, actually. You mentioned that. And I saw they were both like all three of them were walking through people.
Yeah.
And Sansa was getting her damn. And the Starks even got a brand new chair with direwolves carved into it. That's not them. They had the plain chairs.
So crazy.
But she had the new,
man.
like.
Of course she's going
She's got to have a fucking crown.
Yep.
Like the old iron crown from the old Kings of Winter, I guess. I don't know, man. Just odd. Let's see.
She's going to be exactly what we think she's going to be. We just don't get to see the episodes.
That's right. Exactly. Known Friend, thank you for the dono. Thanks for all you did for Got. Thank you, Known Friend. Appreciate it. Natera, thank you for the dono. Again, guys, if you just hopping in here, I don't know what the numbers are, if they're dropping or changing. This is all going to St. Jude. We are at $2,825. Trying to get to 10K. We got to 8,000 last year in about 2 hours. So I think we can do it. We can do it. But this will be open, by the way, for anybody watching this as a video. The donation link in the description will be open all week.
Yes.
All through Friday,
Don't
I believe.
forget
So
that.
you can donate all week long whenever you can if you're watching this later. Let's see. Natera. So the Three-Eyed Raven was the bad guy this whole time. Bran is in the sunken place, and the Three-Eyed Raven is now king. Now the Children of the Forest descendant is a king, something they probably always wanted. I hated this ending in the season. Shame, shame, shame. Yeah, I didn't take it as a big Three-Eyed Raven. I joked about it, said out loud, but I didn't take it as a big, like, evil plan for him to take over. I do think they were trying to save the world, but it was just odd. I don't know. It doesn't fit at all as far as, like, him becoming king. But I don't think it was a big, like, bad guy plan, because Bran will be good for because he can see everything, but it just doesn't fit. Really, really odd. Jacob, J.A. Combe, I'm sorry, am I reading that correctly? Jacombe 305?
Yep.
Thank you for the dono. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the years of quality Got content. Like this episode, even though it was still rushed, still satisfied, and gives me the reason to look forward to the books. I am looking forward to the difference in the books now.
Yeah.
C-Mob, thank you, C-Mob. No real question. I've loved your channel for years. I'll miss chatting GOT with you guys every Sunday, even when it sucks. I'll still be sticking around in case you guys crack me up. Love from Chicago. Thank you, C-Mob. Appreciate that.
Thank you. And we'll be here.
Oh, yeah. We're not going anywhere. Anonymous, there's another anonymous one. Yvonne Lee, thank you, Yvonne. I'm actually glad that these writers didn't attempt to finish the Jackass Honeycomb brothel joke, because they would have ruined it like they did the entire season. That's true, possibly. Hated the finale. I'm hoping Germ will flesh everything out in the books, but we'll see. Thanks, Chris and James. Looking forward to seeing what y'all do next. Thank you, Yvonne.
Thank you, and you're welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. And by the way, all this, stuff goes both ways. We've said this a bunch as far as the chats and hangouts, and I got a really cool message the last couple of days about people are sad it's all ending, and how we've helped in times of depression and things like that. That goes both ways. I mean, it really does. Let me just tell you that now. So thank you all as well. Dragon, there's Desert Dragon. Thank you for the $50 bomb. Thank you. Thanks for all you do. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks.
All going to St. Jude. Really glad to do it. Red Oak Acorn, thank you for the dono. Thank you for all you have done to review. Excellent job. I was hoping for a much better ending, but it was a great run.
That's the way I look at it.
It was.
Looking for a better ending, but it was a great run.
It was. Really quick while I see this, D Brown, I know this was out of order because I'm not sure what order we're in now, staying at the top. D Brown, our top donor now, with $250. $250 for D Brown. Thank you, D, so much. All going to St. Jude. What in the hell was the third twist? Here's to a great cause. I guess it was Danny. Because unless it was Bran, maybe that was the twist, Bran being king. Because Danny, you could argue, you could see coming. You could argue that. They did throw in some things like that, right? But Bran, I don't know. I guess I would have to call it Bran, actually. Is just for me. I don't know. I don't know if they ever even...
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because I mean, like you know, they did technically plant seeds of Danny possibly going mad. It's been a theory for years.
Yeah. And
all that stuff. But
no, I don't think anybody saw the Bran.
Nobody
thing.
would think about Bran because it don't make sense. There's nothing set up about it. So yeah, I think Bran would probably.
Yeah, we'll pencil that at the top of the list for now and let you watch it again.
Yeah. And I can't. I mean, maybe they'll. Like, I don't know if they'll actually tell us this time. But they told us the last two. We'll see. I don't know. Really, really odd. Let's see. What was I right here? Somewhere?
All I know is somebody better ring the bells, or D will burn this whole motherfucker down.
That's right. Ring the bells.
Yeah, please ring them because they need to reshoot season 8. D will go
absolutely. Jesse, thank you for the dono. Jesse, wish it could be more. Thank you for all your amazing videos and doing this for the children. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $250 or $1,000. It doesn't matter. It all goes. Thank you so much, Jesse. Don't think about. I don't care. Don't worry about if it's $1 or 50 cents, whatever the minimum is. It all goes to them directly.
So cool that you even took the time to do that.
Yes, very cool. Let's see. Is that Shri Shri?
Yeah.
Thank you, Shri Shri.
I haven't seen that name in a while.
Yeah, I know. What the blank? Brand's lack of humanity, living. Well, damn it.
Right in the middle. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
What Brand's lack of humanity, living in the past, makes him a terrible choice for king. Jon's lineage was irrelevant to his own arc. Agreed, it was only to separate him and Danny. Only important for Danny's fault. Well, there you go. You just said it. I should have kept reading. I'm sorry, Shri Shri. Also, the wall is in the north. If Bran couldn't commute his sentence, why couldn't Sansa save me from this lack of logic?
Another good point.
Exactly. It's a great point. But
Sansa hated him. He's a threat to her, too.
Right. It has to be. I mean, it's just, there's no other way. I mean, unless he said, look, I just want to go away and get away from rules and lords. And that's fine if he would have chose that.
Right.
But he was sentenced to it.
Yes.
And the Queen in the North, who is a separate kingdom now, owns that territory.
Yeah.
It's not the Wall of the Seven Kingdoms anymore. You just gave it away. So,
amen.
Jesus, man. Yeah, I don't know. There's no logic here. Gray Grizzly, thank you for the big dono there.
Thank
150,
you so
appreciate
much.
it. There's asterisks with the dono. Appreciate it. It's been a fun ride, boys. Actually like the finale. Looking forward to seeing your coming content.
Cool.
Yeah, and let me say too that there'll be probably another week or two of videos and wrapping it up, and we'll probably talk about it on the podcast, and we'll talk about it next Sunday. I'm not sure again on next Sunday. There'll be more streams to wrap up Game of Thrones.
That's right.
This is just our last official episode stream, so we're going to wrap it up and talk about prequels and all that stuff. So again, we're not going anywhere. So everybody, please subscribe. We're still going to be here.
Yes.
Because everybody's making me feel like it's goodbye.
This is not goodbye.
Yeah, like I'm going to cut the channel off after this or something. I'm going to just cut it off. I'm going to go delete it. No. We're still going to be here because we have another year. Now I at least have to go another year to get to 100,000. At least a year is going to take at average of 30 subs a day.
3 months. 3 months.
Shit ain't going to happen. Anyway, but yeah, we're not going anywhere. Firespark, thank you, Firespark, for the dono. Glad Tyrion and John made it. I am glad that Tyrion made it. As far
definitely.
You got to keep a Lannister alive, I suppose. John's story is very much what you thought it would be. Surprised Davos not on a small council. He was on the small council. Davos was there. He didn't go home.
Yes, he was on it.
Yeah, he was there.
Definitely.
Yeah, Davos is still there. He still hadn't went home. So many things that dropped plot-wise with the ending. I agree. That's the main problem. They skipped a lot of shit, man. But yeah, Davos is on the council. Anonymous, there's another anonymous one. Thank you. Tim and Cam. Here's Tim and Cam from Boston University.
Oh, that's so cool.
The GOT virtual final season writers. That really cool.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tim and Cam. Cam writes for television. Cam, please send me an email and tell me what you would have done better. I'm just saying. And thank you, Tim, so much for all the communications back and forth to let me do that. That was really cool. So Boston University,
cool.
$100. Thank you so much for St. Jude. Thanks for your support, Chris. The North will remember. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, guys.
Really, really cool.
Awesome. Let's see. Dark Angel, thank you for the donation. I'm happy Tormund lived. That's all I got. Hey, that is true.
I was happy he lived too.
And I did say that he would kind of represent the wildlings, but they went back north, so there wasn't no Seven Kingdoms to take a castle, and they're not going to kneel. So I guess John's a wildling now. Let's see. Greggy, thank you for the dono, Greggy. I didn't see a comment. There's another anonymous. John was happy at the end, got what he wanted out of all the politics. I guess that's kind of true. It was just odd how he said goodbye to Ghost, fuck off, I'm a dragon now.
Right.
And then he wasn't a dragon when he needed to be, and then now he's cool with Ghost again. So that's the only problem I had with the way they did it.
He embraced the wolf.
Yeah. Aaron Plummer, thank you, Aaron, for the dono for St. Jude. Love you guys so much. What a disappointment this season has been. All of us that loved your theories throughout the past few years. But it's been a great journey. What was John at the end? He was the king beyond the wall. Was he the commander of the Night's Watch? The way they walked through the crowd, it looked like it. They accept him as his leader. It was all wildlings.
Yep.
There's no Night's Watch left. So essentially, yeah. That's basically the way I took it. He'll be kind of a leader, but not an official.
Not official.
And there's no kneeling and rules and all that shit. So that is kind of good. I guess if you think about it, if John just needs to escape, because he's been fighting his whole life.
Right.
Cool, I guess. Go back to the cave where at least you have a warm spring.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And plus, you're up there hanging with a dude who's going to get drunk every few days and go, this guy rode a fucking dragon.
Exactly. So you're always going to remember that shit.
Yep.
Exactly.
You'd be a hero.
Exactly. I do agree with that. I do agree with that aspect of John, getting out of Dodge, and just kind of, as far as, a little sweet, I guess. I could see it, because he finally gets to rest or something.
Yeah.
Although death is about the same thing, but then again, he's already done that.
Yeah, he finally gets to rest because the whole world has finished using him up.
Yeah, exactly.
They're done with him.
He's broken.
Yeah.
He is. I agree.
They sucked everything they could get out of that man.
They did. They did for sure. Let's see. LC Manny again. Thank you, LC Manny. I want a refund last ending of his life. The books will have a different ending. No, they won't. Chris D&D are butchers, and HBO should ask for a refund the last 2 seasons. Also, D&D are going butcher Star Wars. We'll see what happens with Star Wars. I don't know. Supposedly that's the. It's going to be a prequel. A prequel series, maybe the Old Republic. We'll see. We won't get into Star Wars here, but we'll see what happens.
What I hear, it's not going to be set in space.
It probably won't. It'll be in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Afton, thank you, Afton. Appreciate the donation. D. Brown, there was D's we just called out. There was the actual order there, D. Anonymous, thank you for the donation as well. Mac L, again, a huge donation from Mac L there. Thank you, Mac. Where the hell? Oh, we got a new top donor.
Yes, we do.
Sick M.
Sick'em.
Yeah.
Sick 'em.
500 big ones.
Thank you
to St. Jude, man. Very cool. Thank you so much.
Wow.
No comment.
Cool.
It just says 500 big ones. Big donation.
Unless it's out of order or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch up to it in a minute. But usually the comment I think would still show.
You're right. It did.
So thank you, Sickum. Really cool. That brought us up to, what are we at? 3720. I believe. Is that correct?
Thanks, guys.
Really
That's
cool.
awesome.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Almost approaching halfway. So, thank you so much. Let's see. Afton. Thank you, Afton. Let's see. Mac L. I just had said Mac L, but thank you, Mac. Wood Cookie. Thank you for the dono. Just ended up in the ultimate. I know I love some of these names. John ended up in the ultimate scapegoat as the unsullied. Would he have fought if John was the rightful heir to or not? Danny is a hero in their eyes and can do no wrong. That is true. I guess that's the bottom line. Is they just got Missandei broke his heart, and he's just no longer Grey Worm.
That's right.
They even started calling him Grey Worm in High Valyrian, not even calling him in his name in the common tongue, which I thought was interesting. I guess that kind of represents his change. Let's see. 2 anonymous here. One no comment. Another one. Great calls. Thanks, Chris. But seems that Dan and Dave killed rewatchability at the show and podcasting. Sad. That's what we were asking the other day. Would people now go back and watch this again, the whole show?
Right.
Would you recommend it? We were talking about it on the podcast.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go through it. You do, because it's overall everything else. If you take away a couple things you don't like, if you don't like them, and some people do, and that's fine. You got to watch the show, right?
You do.
I mean, if somebody brand new, you got to go through it.
I say do it.
Yeah.
And for Elsie Manny's comment is like a lot of people's comments. It's like, I want a refund for the last 10 years of my life and all that.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think they really feel that way. I think this is kind of a knee-jerk response.
Yeah.
Because the last 10 years of your life has been amazing because of this show.
Yes.
If you think about
Yeah.
All the joy
it doesn't
you got.
take. I mean, the ending, it stings when you don't like it.
That's right.
But it doesn't take away from all the great years and all these, the community and the live streams and chats and videos and discussing theories and brainstorming. All that stuff still was there.
It happened.
I still remember it.
Yeah.
So it all happened. That's what I mean as far as the journey. You know what I mean?
Right.
Really cool.
Melisandre under the table.
The time. Exactly. I would not change that at all. Anyway, let's
put that
see.
necklace back on.
Exactly. Anonymous. There's another anonymous. Horrible ending to a horrible season to a great series. There you go. That's the way a lot of people feel.
That's right.
Great series, horrible ending to a horrible season. Will, thank you, Will, for the $100 as well to St. Jude. Can't wait for the books. N plus A equals J for life. Will, that's not going to happen, man. There's just no way in hell, man. No way in hell. But thank you. I appreciate it for St. Jude. Anonymous. There's another anonymous. How was the wheel broken? There's still a king ruling the kingdoms. The Night's Watch, etc. They didn't break it. They kind of reinvented it only. Exactly. That's what I was saying. It's like, at least they'll choose a king, apparently, because Bran can't have kids.
Yeah.
But the problem is when there's a king, somebody else can want to be king and go take it.
That's right.
You're not
Never
breaking the
forget
wheel
that.
until you give the people a voice. And technically, yes, they have the council or whatever, the lords, but are they really representing their people? I'm not saying they should have went into full republic mode, but at least they hinted at it. Mm-hmm. Sam did hint at voting.
Yeah.
And Danny, problem is Danny had done this before, Marine, and she went crazy because she wanted to be the only spoke on the wheel is the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Big Smoke 33. Thank you for the 100 bomb. Appreciate it. Glad a Stark's alive, but very blah ending. Yes, I think a lot of people feel that way. And again, if you enjoyed it, guys, that's fine. I'm not going to rant on anybody and argue with them about it. As far as if you liked it, great. Maybe it makes sense to some people. Maybe I'm the one that don't understand it.
What did you think about Arya? Okay, she met with Jon right there when Dany was walking off behind Tyrion and said, he said, like, what are you doing here? I came to kill Cersei, but your queen got to her first or something like that. Your queen did it for me.
Right.
But it seemed like she was okay. Like,
yeah.
You know, like it showed her staggering around so we could get this full effect of all this burning and chaos. And like she was really bothered by it, right?
Yes.
But then when she's talking to Jon, she's like, I was just here to kill Cersei, but you know,
she stared at Dany mad.
Yeah.
And then I guess the job was just to plant that seed. Because she didn't go and say, I can take care of her.
Exactly. That's where I was leading
now. But would you have wanted her to do it?
Well, not because she's already got the other big kill, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Why spend 30 minutes of the last episode showing what it did to Arya and letting us see what happened through her eyes?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess the idea was just to show a POV, and you just put it
chose
behind somebody.
her.
They chose her.
Yeah.
But then she was really there for she left the city, but then came back in apparently.
Yeah, it looked like. I think
it was just
weird.
A choice of POV. I really can't. I don't know. Maybe next week they'll answer some questions at least on what they were thinking, what they're trying to do.
There are people that were there who saw the worst of, the ice and the worst of the fire.
Right.
Within a little short span, and it didn't affect them like you think it really would.
Right. And then somehow the Maester knew all this stuff and wrote a book about it called A Song of Ice and Fire. And didn't include Tyrion, by the way, which I thought was funny. There was some meta stuff in here for sure. I mean, that was cool. We kind of expected that, but it's like, how did he know? He's been does he know the stories? It should have been Sam writing the story. He was involved. He was there. This Archmaester wasn't there.
Exactly.
So they started writing. I mean, I know it was about Robert stuff, so he could have written that kind of history. But the recent stuff, I don't know what's included in the book, though. Maybe they'll release that book.
That would be awesome.
Just like from the character's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Tim H. Thank you, Tim H. Still let down by the Night King's story. But I'm actually happy with this ending. I think everyone's in the right place. Thanks to you two for all the content, awesome insights throughout. Yeah, I think as I'm sitting here processing it, I'm feeling a little better, especially about the Jon piece, but not the way it was done is all I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Sansa still is bugging the shit out of me. I'm sorry. It's just it is.
Me too. Bad.
Sheila B. Thank you, Sheila B. For the donation. Bill F. as well. I don't see comments there. November Moon. Thank you. Littlefinger taught Sansa well. Do you think it was his intention all the time to groom her to be queen with everything he put her through? No, he wanted the Iron Throne for himself. That's what he wanted. He was just still trying to find a way to get there. So, yeah, he was completely selfish, and now she is the new Littlefinger and now Queen of the North, and we're supposed to cheer for that, I guess, but I can't bring myself to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't. Are you trying to look at a number here?
Yeah.
2646. According to that I can. Okay. Here, look at this one. This is
that
probably
one
more accurate.
Decides to stop refreshing every now and again. Yep. Cool.
No, I don't know what's. This one sometimes gets stuck. Let's see. Where were we at here? Okay, there we go. Sheila B, Bill F. I think we said that. Then November Moons was the last one. Anonymous for the watch. Thank you, Anonymous.
Thank you.
J. Fred, our watch has ended got me. Guys, just wanted to say thank you. You have been part of my Sunday nights for a long time now. Most of this journey has been a blast. The destination will, laughing out loud. Good journeys, my friends. Look forward to see what you come up with in the future. Thank you, J.
Thanks
Fred.
so much, J.
That
Fred.
goes both ways, man.
Yes,
really, seriously.
Does. Well written.
Exactly. Jeff, appreciate Jeff Hoffel, I believe, or Hoffel. Thanks for all these years of great content. Really appreciate it, Jeff. Thanks for the big donation.
Thanks so much.
Pretty Pink MMA. Appreciate the dono. Don't see a comment. There's Fanon Ruff. Thank you, Fanon. All I wanted was for Jon to touch Jon. I cried tonight. Now, what the fuck was Bran done with his powers? I guess old Nan would be proud. Yeah, it was the Bran piece just didn't fit. I'm just still struggling with that. I don't know. I got to think about it more, or do I want to?
Right.
I don't know. Donnie Lyons, thank you again. At Dust on the Throne, 83 QB class over
The 04 QB class.
Oh, or QB class. I got you. Keep up the good work, both of you. Just explain to me the point of the Night's Watch now, or was that their way of sending to the eggs? Exactly.
Right.
There's no point to the Night's Watch, and then they abandon it. There's no Night's Watch.
Yeah.
But there was for a minute. I guess. Kyle, is that Proton? Kyle? I'm just going to say Kyle, Prton. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the years of content. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it. Leanne of House Walsh, thank you for the dono as well. Eric Newcomer again. Thank you, Eric. Who would both of you have appointed king or queen? Given John was being casted north. I wouldn't have been appointed any king or queen. The people sitting at that thing would have made a great council. That's what I would have done.
Exactly.
Because they just went, they melted the Iron Throne. And I was like, oh, it's over. They did what we said they was going to do, and then they still elected a king. So the elections, or at least their elections are there, though. So there's some kind of change coming.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's the beginning of the whole change. Let's see. Donnie Lyons. I just kind of forgot about how this ended. So to me, Arya went back to the House of Black and White and put Dan and Dave's face on the walls, and then F Sansa. I think a few people are feeling that way. Thank you, Donnie. Geo Brick, thank you for the donation. Here's to the end of a decade of great memories and fun. Thanks to your channel and all the great theories and some ideas. Some questions. Did the prophecy come true because Tyrion led Cersei to Cersei's death? Who is the biggest winner and loser from the episode? Also, Team Stark definitely came out on top. Thank you. Thank you, Geo Brick.
Right.
Not the Valonqar. There was no Valonqar prophecy, so that didn't really matter in the show. I guess you could look at it that way, that Tyrion was in fact the younger brother, but I don't think it works because Cersei believes it was Tyrion in the books. And if she believes it's Tyrion, it's a red herring. It's her red herring. So I don't think there was any prophecy stuff. But the biggest winner and loser from the episode, the biggest loser was obviously Dany. Just Targaryen, Team Targaryen. The whole shit's gone. I mean, besides Jon, but
if that unfolds in the books like that, then
it don't work. It don't work.
That's what I was thinking.
No. It won't be satisfactory at all. It's too obvious. It's supposed to be Cersei's red herring, it's supposed to be.
But what I'm saying is, would you say that the prophecy came true if, in fact, everything played out? Because it says something about choking her.
Yeah, exactly. They literally say that he'll wrap his hands around your pale white throat and choke the life from you.
Exactly.
And I know that's supposed to be metaphorical.
Exactly, but still, there's nothing at all
even related other than she was just kind of holding her, but they were hugging. There was no choking.
Yeah, little brother caused a series of events that causes your demise.
Anybody could have fit. I mean, anything, any prophecy. It's got to be vague a little bit, and it's got to be, it can't be direct. But damn, it doesn't fit at all. Anyway, let's see. Where was I at? I think Geo Brick was the last one.
And just to reiterate, I don't like that all the Starks came out like they did.
Yeah. I'm not fully. I hadn't fully processed that yet. I'm not liking the Arya disappearing thing just because a fan said it 3 years ago.
Thank you.
Anyway, King Caves, thank you for the dono. John went to the north to follow the next Night King. Maybe, who knows?
Everything else is repeating itself.
Exactly. I was surprised that Sansa got away with betraying her family unscathed. Exactly. Anyway, satisfied with the ending comparing to other series, example True Blood. I used to watch a little bit of True Blood, but I heard about the ending but never saw it. So, I've heard about it, so I don't know exact details. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kookie G, thank you, Kookie, for the dono.
Thanks so much.
RN Smith, thank you for the dono. Thanks, guys, for all the shows and intro over these long years. Or info, I'm sorry. I was blocking me. It says intro.
Welcome back to K97.
Exactly, K97.5. Got some rock and roll for you, some Metallica for whom the bell tolls.
There's you an intro, RN Smith.
There you go. We used to. We'll have to do that again, apparently, to get to 100,000 subscribers.
Damn right.
Maybe that's what's missing. Anyway, thank you, R.N. Smith. Thank you, Terry T. Thank you, Terry T.
Thank you, Terry T.
Thanks for all the fun. Great season. Love you guys.
Love
thank you, Terry T. Love you back. Jelly Bean, thank you for the dono as well.
Thank you.
Spanky, thank you for the dono. I agree with all the complaints, but did enjoy Bronn and the entire interaction with the Hand of the King. It was good to throw back. Season 8 was rushed. It was sad but true.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't mind so much the little, I guess a few months had passed or whatever, or I guess a few weeks. Bran was, the council. Bran comes in, Sir Pod.
Mm-hmm.
That was it was kind of a lighthearted scene a little bit. It kind of let you breathe for a minute after Dany died. And you're still like, what the hell just happened, But I mean, so I didn't mind that scene, but just the idea that Bran comes in, they all stand up like come on, it's Bran. Why would he care about the formality? I mean, I don't know. It was just odd. Anyway. Let's see. Anonymous. There's another Anonymous. No question. Just want to donate to the cause. Can't believe God is over. So sad. Yep. It is.
Thanks so much.
It is over. Or it's over.
Tomorrow's a national day of mourning.
It is. I bet a lot of people are going to miss work tomorrow.
Guarantee it.
Aggie Mara. I'm sorry. Aggie Mara. Thank you for the super chat. Not super chat donation. I love the finale. I know it was rushed, but it was still fulfilling. I love Brienne writing Jaime's memorial. I did love that part. We did call that. That certainly happened.
It was good to read all those entries, too.
It was. I like to pause that and see everything she wrote. Because that was really cool. I was surprised, though, that it did survive. But, we don't know exactly where everything was and what was burnt. So I'm fine with them, with that. But so I was glad to see that Bran did come the Lord Commander of the new Kingsguard, even though it shouldn't have been a king, but you know what I mean. Anyway.
Come on, guys, we're $15 away from 4,000.
Yeah, almost at $4,000, 3,985. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going.
Son of a.
Uh-oh.
As soon as I said that.
Oh, well, we got a little jump there. We'll get to that in just a second, because there was Sickums right there, the one with no comment. Sam Vulture, thank you, Sam. Brad said he could never be Lord of anything because he was waiting for a king. I guess that is true. He did say Lord. He didn't say king.
Holy hell.
I guess that's what they were planting there. Anyway. Starling runs. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thank you for the dono. I'm putting $10 on it for the cause. The last episode didn't really care for, but I get it. Bran is king. Nah, bro. Only. Oh well. Thanks for the great GOT content. Thank you, Starling. Thank you, Starling. I agree.
Keep running.
Undaunted Observer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bran as the broken king of the Six Kingdoms made more sense when I thought of it in the context of the books. The Kingslayer made him king in a way when he was tossed from the tower. The most honorable character, Jon, made the same decision the Kingslayer did. # poetic. Yeah, I mean, I think once I think about it and my mind goes back to picks up some book quotes and things like that, maybe there'll be something there that clicks. But for now,
thought about him making the same decision Jaime made years before.
Right. So there's definitely something to. There's probably some kind of logic. I don't know about logical. There's some kind of thing, but it was just. I mean, I never saw it coming. Is Bran? It just doesn't really fit for me. Mm-hmm. Barb, thank you, Barb, for the dono as well. A new top donor. Thank you to Anonymous. 500 big ones. Now we're at $4,490, halfway there.
Wow, thank you.
Jon is truly a Targaryen alone in the world now. That is true, and that is a dangerous thing. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Appreciate that. Let's see. I'm not sure where we are in the scheme of things. Let's see. Let me go to the regular chat for a second and see what's going on in the regular chat. Again, guys, if you're just dropping in, we are doing a charity stream. There is a link in the description to donate to St. Jude Children's Hospital through St. Jude Play Live. And there's a link to do that. So please donate through that, and you can type a question there if you want, as opposed to like super chats and all the regular donations. So this is all going to St. Jude tonight. Let's see. Top Shelf Underground Q&A. So they killed Dany to save the world, but let her army leave to complete her mission. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just retired. The way I took it, they just retired. Like they were still
That's what I feel like, yeah.
Grey Worm was like in charge for some reason, which I don't get at all. And then they go back to
Of course, the guy did come up and say, "Sir, all the men are boarded." Like
that's true.
They are on a mission or something.
I don't know.
That is weird.
What are they going to do by themselves? There's only 50 of them. I don't get it.
Either.
And they won't survive Noth. I'm just saying. I know they didn't explain that stuff in the show, but Noth is a dangerous place for outsiders.
And I'll say this: what I said when we were watching it. I know somebody mentioned it a couple episodes back, but damn, we got a good shot of all those Dothraki. Where in the hell?
Yeah. Because they had said, I mean, you saw 4 or 5, but then they said in episode 3 we lost half of the whole army, I guess. So they were somewhere apparently, but we never saw them riding back. I get you can't have every scene just exactly right with just the right amount of people and whatever, but usually they take that much time. You would think, because they always multiply armies. They have 10, 20 people or 30, and then they multiply.
They multiply them. Yeah.
But yeah, her army kept growing. They made her OP'd again in the end when they broke her down the first half of the season, like killing everybody and dragons.
Because they made us feel touched that she had just lost her whole army she brought across the sea and everything.
Maybe there were more actual Dothraki that didn't charge and die. I don't know. That they shouldn't have in the first place, but apparently that was just a big pumped up, fuck you.
We'll go back and watch that tonight.
My Eric's on fire. I don't know.
They were pissed that she didn't like theirs.
Yes, exactly. Let's see. Wait a minute. Where am I at? I'm completely lost here. Where? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find exactly. I think I'm right here somewhere. Yes. I think we had this one. Thank you, Barb. I believe because we were there, right? Yeah. Kingslayer tossing us out with the brand thing. Yeah. Thank you, Barb, for the dono. Appreciate it, Barb. Thank you. Rachel for the donation as well. I thought they had semi-redeemed themselves after the shit Drogon scene. I'm not sure what that says. There's asterisks there. I guess Tiltify doesn't allow cuss words. I hoped it was going better than I had thought it would be. But Bran as king, Bronn at the table, and Jon specifically not able to have children. Celibate Mance bugged me enough not to like it. Yeah, and it was really odd. I mean, we'll never know if Dany was pregnant. That they really hammered that home that she couldn't have children, and I guess that was just to throw us off. I guess I don't know. Maybe she wasn't. Maybe she was. We'll never know. But what was yeah? I mean, I think that's where it fell apart. Was after that scene. He killed her.
I do too.
Drogon melts the throne, flies off with her in his claw, and then it kind of just fell apart.
Yeah, they had me right here.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, okay.
Yep.
Anyway, let's see. Natera, number 1, thank you for this donation.
Thank you.
Number 1, thanks for pronouncing my name right. Thank you. glad I got it, Natera. Thanks for all your hard work, time, and professionalism. My bad guy comment was because the children of the forest have been fighting against man since the first men, and now a descendant has the throne. Is this the beginning for now? This is the beginning for how the world is now. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I still don't buy the idea that it didn't make fit that because he's not a child of the forest. He's just a green seer.
Yeah.
So it's not really them. I don't think they would gain anything from having a human sit the throne. And apparently they're all dead, so I'm assuming they're wiped out. So I didn't take it as a big conspiracy. It was always supposed to happen with Bran becoming the king.
Right. I can't wait for you to read this one.
Where am I at? I've completely
Ollie
lost
P.
Okay, Ollie P. Thank you, Ollie
Thank
P.
you.
Wouldn't Bran be the most oppressive tyrant? He can see it all, nitpick everything, like the Minority Report arresting people before they actually commit a crime. Blood Raven 2.0, 1,000 years of eyes in one. Great point.
That is a great point.
Now, granted, you can't see everything in the future,
right?
But yes, I get your point. It's just like, but the good thing is that before he makes a decision, he can go see if that's happened before in history and all this stuff. I don't know, but yeah, still really odd. I don't buy it. Big Daddy Jones, thank you for the dono. I was really hoping to see Brienne writing in her own name and page in the Book of Knights. Wish she had a better ending. Well, she will have a page in that book because she's now Kingsguard. So she will have a page. So that's for everybody in the Kingsguard. So I guess she'll write her own headline, but I don't know. I guess she could write her own page. She's the Lord Commander, I'm assuming. Assuming that rule still stands where it's only her can write in it.
Up to wherever she's at, and then if she dies, somebody could finish it off.
Yeah, so somebody would take the place and fill it in. But no, I didn't mind that. I thought Brienne was good. I just, it was fine. It was just almost like we had to show her being the Kingsguard, and that was it, because there was so much to do.
Exactly.
And you just had to kind of wrap it up. But Sir Pod, she knighted Pod.
I like that.
The realist.
And he came up behind Bran like that, like Drogon did Danny.
That same old smile.
He did.
Pod is
cheesy smile.
That cheesy smile that gets all the damn women, and you don't have to pay for them. The realist MP, thank you. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for all the therapy sessions, gents, for donating to a great cause. Wishing you both great fortune in the wars to come. Thank you, realist MP. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. We are at $4,610. Almost halfway there. And we've been into it for an hour, I think now, an hour and a half. I believe we're in an hour and a half. Hour 34 minutes. So let's do this. Let's take a quick stretcher. My back is fucked up today. I'm sorry, guys. So I got to stand up for a few minutes. We'll come back and jump right back on with the donations. Again, if you're new here or watching, we're doing this is all for St. Jude. Use the link in the description. No super chats or anything like that. We're all supporting St. Jude tonight. And
spread the word.
Yeah, please do. And give us a couple minutes. Let me get this over here to the right thing. Let's see here. All right. So yes. We'll be right. Let me make sure I'm on this page. This is the right page that I was supposed to skip to. Yes, that was right. That was the last one right there.
Therapy session.
So hopefully that won't jump too much, and we're getting caught
I'll remember. Up here. Anonymous and Luke.
Okay, There you go. All right, so guys, give us a couple minutes, and we will be
right back.
So bad.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king. perhaps I can give you justice. Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our King.
Alrighty. We're back. Let me mute that. Alrighty. Yeah, we're still losing subscribers somehow. I'm not sure how that works. All right, let's jump right back in here. Let me see. Did you remember where?
Yeah, it was Break and then Luke. Anonymous, then Luke.
All right, and now, yeah, I don't know where it's at. Nope, we got to go back one, I think. There we go. Yeah, they backfill a little bit. All right, so let's jump back into the donations. And again, if you're here for the first time, just to repeat it again, these little things you see popping up, use the description, link in the description to donate to St. Jude. We are at $4,670.
Way to go, guys.
Almost halfway there. Very cool. We're trying to break last year's record of 10K. So can we do it? Can we do it? I don't know. Let's see. Again, if you're watching this as a video, the link will be active all week. So you can donate all week long. So thank you guys so much. So we had a Anonymous there. Thank you, Anonymous. No question. Luke, thank you for the donation. I believe they restored Westeros prior to Aegon's conquest. Jon going to the wall writes the end of all Targaryens. Does come full circle in a way. Just wish Jon renounced his claim as king. You guys and your insight are awesome. Yeah, it's not like I wanted him to sit there and be the king and whatever, unless he had to. But for a minute.
Yeah,
But he's the one that should have broken the wheel.
Yeah.
Now there's still a wheel with. It's just got like an extra spoke or something because there's still. I don't know. Maybe
should have had better representation at that little trial council meeting, whatever.
Right. Westeros is a big place, and that's where the lack of other houses and stuff come in. But I guess you got the major lords, whatever. But that should have been the ruling council as opposed to electing somebody king. Anyway, House Vinyl, thank you, House Vinyl. Appreciate the 100 bomb there. Thanks for these many years of fine content, and thanks for introducing us to the alternate season 8 by the Boston University you're talking about. It was better than the actual season.
It was really good.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, I want to say really quick, I didn't say this earlier. I don't know if Gray is still in the chat. She may not be. But thank you, Gray. She was the one of the only ones to retweet this for the charity. She was going to stream tonight and go live, and I don't think she normally does a post-game stream. But she put it off for this. Just let me say thank you, Gray, publicly for doing that and coming here. Very cool. And actually retweeting because I was trying to tag big people, to get more attention for the charity. And thank you guys for all the retweets and all that stuff as well. Really appreciate it. And thank you, Gray. She was the only YouTuber that I saw retweeted and the one that put aside her own live stream to help us out and get this charity for this money going for St. Jude. So thank you, Gray, if you're still here. I'm not sure if she is or not. Let's see. Alrighty. And again, if you're just joining, please no super chats and all that. We're only doing the charity comments. You can comment when you donate through the link. That was House Vinyl. We have another Anonymous here. Thank you for caring enough to help others. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate it. We just try. We started this last year with St. Jude, and we just decided, look, we got a small following comparison to most, but let's use it for something.
That's right.
And it's really, really cool to be able to do it. I mean, this is what, regardless, again, of how it ends or if you like it or hate it or whatever, this is what this show has allowed us to do. Some of us have started channels. There's vloggers and podcasters and people who have written books now and, all this kind of stuff. So let's use that for something is all we're saying. I can't do a lot, but, hey, so far it's $4,670 more than they had.
That's right.
An hour ago.
And, since last season when we did it, at work and when I encounter people on the street and talk about, what I do and hobbies I have, and so I mentioned this, and I always bring that up because, you know why? I'm super proud to have been a part of that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, very cool.
It is really fun.
And it's all you guys. So really appreciate it. Let's see. I think we were that was the Anonymous. We had another Anonymous. Thank you, Cookie again. Thank you, Cookie. Cookie, I'm sorry. So did you guys sign the petition to remake the season? No. I didn't sign it. I mean, I I read it. I did read the update when it got like really close to 1 million views, and they even said the guy who started it, they don't actually expect it to happen. It was just more of a let's send a statement type of thing. But I don't do petitions. I've rarely signed a petition because I don't know. It's just like a thing now. If somebody don't like something, let's do a petition.
Right.
I did see one, I will say, that said, let's get Dan and Dave fired from Star Wars. Like, no. You can't go after people's jobs because you don't like what they do. They didn't do anything wrong, illegal. I mean, it's just not good as far as the writing. A lot of people think you don't go after their jobs and livelihoods. It's just crazy,
dude.
It's just their opinion on how it should have went. That's all it is.
We went 15 and Panthers went 15-1 and got our asses whipped in the Super Bowl.
Yes,
and I wanted to redo it. I wanted to replay the game.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But you just got to let things unfold sometimes.
That's right. Anyway, so no, I didn't sign. I mean, that's fine. It's just more of a statement, and that's fine with that. I'm fine with statements. I think they get it. I think they'll get it. They'll
get it.
I'm really curious to see. They won't say anything for a while, but I'm really curious to see now more actors talking about it now that it's all over, assuming their contracts are done, and they can kind of speak freely. As the months pass, people will come out and say more of what they actually feel, I think. Randy Suimatsu again. Thank you, Randy, for another dono. The journey has been more fun thanks to SmokeScreen and his community. It took 5 minutes to settle the fate of Westeros, and at first no one knew what to do. They just looked at Tyrion's idea instead of executing him. What? It's odd. He goes out there to be put on trial for the same people that knew he did the right thing. But Grey Worm was somehow in charge.
Yeah, he run the whole damn thing.
That's what I didn't understand. It's like they didn't show the transition of, like, why did John had to lie and say I did it? I mean, John couldn't lie again, and he said I did it. I killed her. When Drogon took her away, he could have said, she just fucking fell over and Drogon picked her up. She flew off.
Yep.
That's all he had to say. But he can't lie.
No.
But anyway, he's still very odd. He's just thrown in a cell.
And in 1 second, Grey Worm is out there slicing throats.
Yeah.
And the next, somebody kills his queen, and he's just going to take him and put him in a cell.
Right, instead of just killing him or at least fighting him. I thought for sure they were going to fight.
I did too.
For sure. Nymeria, thank you, Nymeria, for the donation.
Where have you been?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did mute that. Okay. I know you can still hear it through my microphone a little bit, but that's the donations coming in. Nymeria, going to miss Got Sundays. Thank you so much for bringing us together. Not thrilled about the ending, but at least John is free and with Ghost. That is, the more I'm thinking about that, I'm like, okay, I can see John just kind of getting the hell out of Dodge. But it's really odd how they could have all still been family and went back home. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It seems like that's all they ever wanted.
Yeah.
But as long as Sansa becomes queen, that's all that matters. Tom and Jill, thank you, Tom and Jill. Love your channel, but check out Joe Magician, a YouTuber. Makes a lot of sense about Bran being king. Cheers. I like Joe Magician. Very good stuff. But I have not seen his video about Bran being king, so I will check that out. Lord Kev, thank you, Lord Kev, for the dono. Uno Bunkos, D&D equals D plus D equals turds. So D plus D equals T. That's the new theory. Thank you, Lord Kev. Brennicles, thank you, Brennicles. I've been following for a few years now. I'm going to miss coming to the live show each Sunday. Anyways, I have a couple questions. Why did they decide on a 6-episode season? Seems a little low to cover 1,500 page and non-existent pages Jeremy's supposed to release. They had actually originally decided on 7 seasons. George R. R. Martin, HBO
episodes?
wanted 7 seasons.
Oh, I think they're saying 6 episodes.
Well, I was just going to say, as far as the length, they wanted to do originally 7 seasons, right? I guess they were full seasons, I'm assuming. Then George R. R. Martin, HBO wanted more, but they wanted 10, and they settled somewhere in between and got 8. So I don't know why 6, but they said they always knew with the material they had it would be about 76 episodes or whatever it's been.
Huh.
So they kind of knew like where it was supposed to be. They had this. I mean, they hadn't had all the details obviously, but they've had it planned out for quite a few years. But originally it was supposed to be 7, or they wanted to do 7. HBO was like, no, we need 15. George R. R. Martin said at least 10, and then they settled on 8. Anyway, I don't.
You're talking
really
seasons.
Seasons. So they lengthened it from what I'm saying is they went 8 instead of what they originally wanted to do was 7, and so who knows why 6 in season 8?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So they went longer than they originally wanted to anyway. So that'd been worse. Let's see. Dylan, thank you, Dylan. Notice how the Dothraki weren't shown leaving King's Landing is because they would have to kill themselves after Dany died. Is that tradition of Dothraki blood riders follow, right? Yeah, that is true. The blood riders, and they were all blood riders. I don't know how that would work. I don't think they would really do that, though. They would just pick a new Kyle. So I don't know exactly. They just kind of left it unanswered. Did they stay there?
Right. It didn't look right with him mingling in the crowd and all that. That looked so odd.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with the Dothraki. Or did they get on boats before them? Did they leave too? Did Bran send them away? You know, you can go back home now. Thanks for helping.
Yeah, I mean,
or whatever.
Like I say, it looked like they're trying to assimilate in society there.
That's what I mean. I just expected, besides seeing, I appreciate seeing like where people are, but those things is what the epilogue is for.
That's right.
And they didn't show any of that stuff, so we just gotta guess and argue about it or whatever. That's all we can do. Jon Snow, thank you, Jon Snow.
Thank you, sir.
The ending felt weird, but I think in time it will be great. Like it better than season 5 and 7. I think it's been a long ride and it feels over, even though I know it's not. Still watch any video you make, and I can't wait for the books and prequels. Life is going to be full for the next month. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier. This keeps feeling like a goodbye. I mean, it's not. It's a goodbye to this show. But we still got a lot to talk about. We'll be talking about this for a little while, I'm sure. And I will take a little break for a week or two or whatever. But yeah, we'll keep doing prequel stuff. That's in production now and all that stuff, and other movie stuff, and then podcasting, all kinds of stuff. So we'll keep going.
Bam.
Let's see. That was that one. Okay, so that was the anonymous top donor. Thank you, anonymous, again. Let me jump back here.
No. I think there's 2.
That's that one.
No, there's 2 anonymouses for that amount.
What do you, is there?
Remember the first one didn't have a thing up there.
It did. I thought I read it. Anyway.
No. When I pointed it to you, you said it would be there if it was there, and I was like, "You're right." And then I saw it in the list; it didn't have one.
Okay, so I remember reading that, but
I remember you reading it too.
So
so there's 2 because that was just 47.
Okay, so this is the second one. Okay, so I didn't read. Okay, so one didn't have a comment.
Right. And
okay.
Yeah, that was literally just 47 a second ago.
All right, so yeah, this is the top donor, anonymous. Thank you so much. So we're at 5,242. So we are past another milestone, a little over halfway there. John, and I said this earlier, so thank you to both anonymous.
Right, yeah, both. Mm-hmm.
John is truly a Targaryen alone in the world. Yes, he is, and that's a terrible thing, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe him and Drogon will meet up sometime, and he can.
I kind of felt that a little bit.
You know, I don't know.
Don't know where Drogon's at. You know.
Hey, but he can still go up and have kids. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So every house is still alive. There is somebody still alive that can have kids, except for Bran being the male, but the girls can. But they all went their separate ways, so I don't know. But thank you so much, both anonymous.
And you get a feeling with that him melting the throne, intentionally missing Jon, even though he wanted to. Deep down, you could feel Drogon wanted to burn him.
Yeah,
missed him on purpose.
Yes,
there's a connection there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was definitely pissed off and decided to melt the throne. It's like he was thinking what we're all thinking. That was the symbol of all this shit in the first place.
Yep.
So it was odd how, I mean, they don't explain that. There's some kind of connection though. Because they don't have to tell them every command when they're flying them.
That's right.
They cut out that scene where Jon said it in episode 1, where he said it's almost like he knew where I wanted to go. They cut that out.
I wish they hadn't.
They shouldn't have.
That's really cool.
They cut out the weirdest shit. So, I think I'm in the right place here. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Something jumped again.
I wish they could see it.
I know.
They hear you saying it jumps, but I wish they could see this.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make sure I don't
miss
this
thing
anybody.
Reshuffles basically.
Okay, no, I saw. Okay, that one. I got that one. Yeah, okay, no, we got those are old. So let's go back. Here, Wars to Come, we saw that. Cookie, just saw that one. Okay, so one more. Yep. I think we were one more. That's where somewhere in here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so here we go. Brenda Cruz, thank you, Brenda. The finale could have been worse. I think it was so rushed. The longer I sit and process it, I feel a little better about it. That's kind of the way I'm feeling, Brenda, right now, as we've been talking about it. But again, the brand thing for now, at least, just doesn't sit right with me. I'm not sure. We will still have the books. I think that will help us look back and maybe make us hate it less. Honestly, though, I don't understand the Sansa hate. I really don't. Thanks for your videos. Well, the Sansa thing for me, this episode, I'll just say this.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate her. It's just that she undermined. It's not justifying what Dany did, but it was part of that. She undermined Jon or Dany by telling Jon and undermined him. She betrayed him and his trust by making a promise, told Tyrion, which of course she knew what was going to happen. It's going to make them undermine Dany and make her lose her, and it made it, it led to her helping. It helped her lose her shit. And then, of course, now, okay, she did that, whatever. They're trying to figure out what to do. And now she's a target of Dany potentially, so Jon has to kill her, which, of course, she probably needed to be regardless. But the point is she couldn't even vote for Bran to be king.
Right.
Her own brother, who said you would be a good king. She just had to be the queen in the North. And the North would have been fine if Bran was the king. They wouldn't give a shit about who's on the... You know what I mean? It doesn't matter anyway.
And all the way back to the beginning of this season, she did not respect Jon as king in the North, because if she did, she would have appreciated his judgment of Dany more. And when she met Dany, she would have been more open. She was not respectful to him being king.
Right. And then they had the episode where they had the conversation, and she was like, I apologize. It was a mistake not thanking you and all this stuff.
And it started to seem
But then as soon as she started asking about the North again, she knew what they were going to do.
Yes.
She knew that was the plan. So she's just become Littlefinger, and that's all there is to it. That's they wrote it like that. So that's where I think most people have an issue. Anyway, so I'm not saying she's like the evil Littlefinger, but she was scheming to get the Queen in the North. Anyway, let's see. Linda, thank you, Linda Guerrero, for the donation. Ryan Mora, or I believe, thank you, Ryan. Love you guys. Just keep what you're doing through this long night. We'll keep going, and it's going to be another long night here, but I guess the prequel will be within a year, so it'll be like a regular time instead of a year and a half, hopefully, from my understanding. Tanya and Rex, thank you, Tanya and Rex. You two crazy boys have kept me entertained for many years. I'm excited to be excited with you. Thank you, Tanya and Rex.
Thank you, Tanya and Rex.
Avery, thank you for the donation. Still speechless, although I'm really thought more main characters were going to die. Thank you guys for the great content all these years. This community means a lot. Thank you so much, Avery. Really appreciate it.
And literally, as we're doing this, my mind is reliving that episode. I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah. And there's no prequel video tonight to do.
That's going to be strange.
We can jump straight into the review and see. Like I said, I may just end up streaming all week. I don't know, just to talk about it.
Not a bad idea.
I may just do that.
The whole community wants to get shit off their chest.
Yeah, exactly.
And to have that instant feedback.
Right, exactly. Instead of doing a bunch of videos and stuff, maybe we'll just do that. We'll see. And we'll definitely still do Twitch Tuesday for sure, but the rest of the week maybe we'll go on YouTube or something. Ricky, thank you, Ricky.
Thank you.
I think... I'm sorry, really quick. Night King Ned. Thank you, Night King Ned.
You.
Thank you guys and the community you brought together. May your watch never end. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Sir.
And there's Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. I should have known about Jon being forced north of the wall. Was annoyed about him not treating Ghost right. I forgot the whole about the wolves being the Starks. All of them have been the same story except for Lady and Sansa. Yeah, I mean, it kind of proved to be true as far as the naming thing. You know what I mean? They kind of became what their names were. Yeah. Except for Bran. Summer, he didn't really help bring Summer. He just sat there. So anyway.
I want to call him Ricky Halloween. Because 1031.
1031, yeah, exactly. Natalie, thank you, Natalie, for
Thank
the
you.
donation. Thanks so much for the charity live stream after a somewhat speechless ending.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Lord
son
have
of a-
mercy. What is going on? We have a new
Holy macaroni.
top donor, D. Brown. Thank you, D. Wow.
I told you she'll burn this place to the
I'm telling
ground.
you, she will. Fire and blood. Well, there you go, Chris. Remove the hat. Remember our EP convo. Wait a minute. Which one? Which one was it, D?
Oh, did y'all make a deal?
I don't remember. I remember us talking about something, but I don't remember the details of the. Yeah, I don't. You have to remind me. D. Don't do another giant dono. Tell me what was you supposed to do? I don't remember because I kind of did by accident one time already. But thank you, D. Wow. So we are at $6,089. 4,000, less than 4,000 to go for the goal. And then we got all week to do it. I mean, it'd be cool to do it tonight, but yes, we have all week. So thank you.
Unbelievable.
Let's see. I think this is where there. Okay, that was that one. Yes, just there. Yes, here we go. Linus Bourne, thank you for the donation.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do. Thank you guys for all you do. Love y'all. Love you back. With Bran as the king and the three-eyed raven, does that mean he will rule for a very long time? Bloodraven was approximately 125 years old and only died due to being murdered. So if Bran isn't killed, will he reign for the remainder of time? No, he was not tied to a tree. So he will live a normal life. Well, I mean, that's the show, though.
As of this episode's end, he was.
Exactly. But no, Bloodraven, in the books, his life is extended beyond normal because he's tied, literally grown into the weirwood. They're grown through him. He's bound to the tree. So it's kept him beyond his mortal years, as it's claimed. So if they follow that, is what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Then he should not live any longer than usual. You know what I mean? So anyway, if they follow that, that's what I'm saying. Mazuma, there's Mazuma. Thank you, Mazuma. I appreciate it for the dono. How many times in the future will John be like, the last time I will ever have sex on this earth was with my aunt? Oh, God. I don't know. I think you'll find him a girl up there somewhere.
You damn Skippy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's nobody alive up there. It was just the ones that went. So it's got to be in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There's nobody alive.
He's looking around.
Yeah, he's already like on the horse. Like, I don't know, man. Kind of sad. But thank you, Mazuma. Let's see.
The realm owes John, damn it. They should send the foxy lady up there.
Exactly. Greenleaf, thank you, Greenleaf, for the dono. I don't see a question. Demarius, first of her name, thank you for the dono. Arya is just going on a quick vacation. Then she's heading straight back to Gendry. Maybe so. You know, that's the thing. We'll never know because there'll never be sequels, and I don't want sequels. I mean, I could actually maybe use a sequel now.
You damn right.
But we didn't think we wanted sequels, is what I'm saying. But I don't know. I don't think they'll ever do them. I don't think he'll agree to it. As far as selling them post story.
I know we just got away from the episode. You probably need to watch it again. But did you get a weird vibe from Sam? Like he's gone backwards, like
he didn't bring it up either. He tried to bring up the democracy and voting thing. He's an archmaester.
Yeah.
See, this is what
he just went back wimpy.
Yeah, he has one chain or one link. I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one link. Yet he's an archmaester because they didn't say grandmaster. They said archmaester.
They sure did.
And you're not an archmaester in 2 weeks or 4 months or whatever. That takes half a lifetime, maybe.
Yeah.
At least years and years and years. They didn't distinguish Grandmaster from Archmaester this time for whatever reason. The Grandmaster is simply the maester that goes to King's Landing. This is Crown's maester.
Uh-huh.
But Archmaester? Come on. No, he's not. He had one link.
Unless Bran quizzed him.
Maybe so. Maybe he just raised into that, whatever. I guess. I guess that's possible.
But he just seemed awfully... Excuse me.
Yeah, he was kind of like in this set down again. I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of odd. It's kind of off. Let's see. I'm trying to see where I was at. Demarius was asking, Arya, a quick vacation, go back to Gendry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that would be cool. I mean, she's got it. Maybe she will come home one day if she survives, assuming she will. But she could run into some nasty shit where she's going. You know what I mean? And rough seas. So we'll never know. We'll all kind of speculate and see, but we'll never really know. Anonymous, thank you. Anonymous, my favorite part of the episode was when they told Edmure to sit his ass down. Also, why the fuck didn't Gendry speak up when those assholes were laughing at the prospect of people voting? He's only been a lord for about 5 minutes. Love you guys. Yeah, love watching you guys. That is true. That is true. That was almost like a meta thing. I took it the way, like, oh, you guys thought this was going to end in democracy, and they all laughed at him. So yeah, it was odd. But I don't know if they said how much time was between the 2 weeks that Tyrion was in a cell by the time they had the trial. It couldn't have been that long, obviously. I mean, Jon's beard was a little longer and scraggly, but it wasn't that long. So yeah, it's just odd. Okay, where it was? Okay.
Big
Azoze, I think.
Yes.
Thank you for a big donation as well.
Thank you.
I appreciate everything you've done over the years. Was blank of a lot of fun, hell of a lot of fun, and can't wait for more in the future. The fact that both Davos and Bronn are both alive and well can only want another season with them two arguing with each other.
I know.
Yeah, that would be funny. That would actually be funny to see those council meetings now, for sure, when they're not all just asshole people. But yeah, that would be
a spin-off.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. Davos and Bronn. Yeah, I guess they technically could. I guess that would be a sequel though. Let's see, Paige Roberts. Thank you, Paige. Don't see a question. Mr. Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Fantastic, with a big donation. Thanks for all the years of great content. Keep it up. Really appreciate it. We are at $6,164. Very cool. Very cool. The bar is getting filled here on the screen. It's over halfway. Well over halfway. Carrie Pebble. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate the big dono as well. Thanks for raising money for this great cause. Brand saying, why do you think I came all this way? Spoke volumes. He was the man with the plan. He too used Jon for his personal gain. But then that's the thing, though. But then he said, Tyrion, you're my hand. I don't want it. Well, I don't want to be king. What? You don't want to be king? You just said you came all this way.
You could have kept your ass at home.
You could have just... So, yeah, it was really odd. I still didn't buy that. I didn't sense that there was some big master plan this whole time because he can't see... He only sees, like, pieces of future, I think. Mm-hmm. But he implied he came all this way for that, knowing it was going to happen. But then said, but I don't want to be king. The next sentence. It was really odd. So I don't know. We'll be speculating on that for a while. I need to we got to go backwards here to figure out if they have any actual clues. Mommy of Mutants, thank you for the dono.
Thank you.
Why was Danny okay with it when Yara asked for Pike to be on his own kingdom, but wasn't okay with it for the North? Well, the reason is because that would have fucking fixed everything. Seriously. She made the deal with them with Yara and Theon because she was still a Marine at the time and needed, support in Westeros, and agreed to it if they changed their ways and didn't rape and all the plundering and pirating they did. But yeah, it's like, let's let the North go, but they couldn't because it would fix everything. There would be no issues. She would go to King's Landing, she would win the crown, and then everybody'd be happy. He can't do that.
Can't do that.
That's all. Anyway.
Great answer.
Let's see. Yara, Sansa, the North will remain independent kingdom. Yara's face. Oh shit, I didn't know we could do that. Can I take my eye back? I love you guys. Thanks. But Yara should already be. She was under Dany technically. So, but she was there. It's like if she was there, she was representing the Iron Islands.
Yeah.
So she was not actually separate, I guess. She was supposed to be a queen in her own right. So they went backwards there, didn't they?
They did. They sure did.
I didn't think about it at the time. I just thought she was there, but they didn't announce her as queen or anything. She didn't say I was queen of the Iron Islands. She said I vowed for Queen Daenerys or whatever. That was really all she said, right? Yeah. Thank you, Randall P, for the dono. Sandor's arc meant he didn't need revenge. Ruined. Arya was turned by Sandor from being an assassin. She should have a family with Gendry she could raise and love to feel Ned and Robert joining houses. Azor Ahai. Meaningless. R plus L equals J. Meaningless. Jaime's redemption. You understand. Waste. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff thrown out the window, for sure. RLJ was primarily apparently to rip Danny and John apart as opposed to a good thing. Gendry and Arya, I have issue kind of with, I kind of get it and I kind of don't about the family thing, especially after last episode when she kind of learned, hey, I'll let go of my killing.
Yeah.
Then she still wants to travel. Okay, whatever. But Sandor, I get the Hound because he was like, he just felt like it was too late for him, and he saved her on during the process, I guess. So it is what it is. K-Dubs, thank you, K-Dubs. I challenge people in the chat to match my $20 or more for the kids at St. Jude. Do it in Sheila LaBeouf voice. Sheila LaBeouf voice. Do it. Thank you, K-Dubs. Mother of Dragon, Taryn, thank you for the donation. I didn't see a question.
So much.
Allfather 13, thank you for the donation. While I wasn't a fan of seasons 7 and 8, I felt this final episode stuck the landing. Not all the foreshadowing was there, but enough was present for me to be satisfied. Lastly, I felt for the first time since season 4, which makes me think this ending will be quite similar. His ending, I guess you're talking about Germs. Yeah, I mean, it's the ending's what he told them. They've said that a million times, in both of them. So, I mean, it's going to be very similar. I mean, people will get there in different ways, obviously, but I guess that's what's going to happen. I don't know. I guess they could change some minor things. I don't know. But that's what we've been told. I'm only going by what they said. Just see, Stephanie L. Thank you, Stephanie, for the donation. Thank you for all your awesome content and live streams. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
November Moon, thank you for the dono. I guess we will know why Kit said on the Tonight Show that Rose didn't talk to him for 2 days after she read the script for season 6, for episode 6. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just back to find another wildling chick, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But again, at least he's with Ghost.
Cool.
I mean, at least he
really cool.
reunited after telling him to fuck off, which is crazy. Spanky again, thank you.
Thanks, Spanky.
I'm out of the loop. What do we know about the prequel? What storyline are they doing? Anything you know would be great. Been following you for years. Where you were at 20K subs. You're my favorite GOT YouTuber. You have to be shadow banned. Something's broken, Spanky. It really is. I don't know. I'm done fighting it. Honestly, there's nothing I can do. But so I don't really know what's going on with YouTube. But yeah, thank you so much. But the prequel, they're doing they've been calling it the Long Night. They said to stop calling it the Long Night. It's taking place 5,000 to 10,000 years before Game of Thrones.
Right.
But now they're calling it Blood Moon. The working title is Blood Moon. So they're filming now the pilot. So it's not technically been greenlit, but it will be, I'm sure, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
So
you know
it will come out next year instead of Game of Thrones season 8. We'll get Blood Moon season 1.
It'd be exciting as hell.
Well, we'll all be back. We'll all be back here talking about the same world, I'm sure. But thank you, Spanky.
You recognize that name?
Big Vito. I do. I know this guy. Poker? I do know this guy. He can play a little bit of it. He's okay. He's all right. Thank you.
What's up,
Big
bud?
Vito? What's up, man? Do you think John got a happy ending? I mean, the more I process this, I think it fits a little bit. I do think that it fits. I just think they went about it the wrong way. And what I mean is not using the RLJ thing to establish change as opposed to him just being locked in a cell and having no say in that conversation.
Yeah.
But I do kind of, now that I've thought about it for now an hour and a half or whatever, I think it fits with, kind of, I think you mentioned Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It does fit, and I like the idea that he's like done with all the rules and the who's who and the lords, and kind of like Tormund. And Tormund's kind of been pulling at him a long time.
He has. He
did
really
say
has.
many times you got the real North in you. So I think it works. And we did say in predictions that he would have to live and bear all this horrible shit that happened.
Oh, we said that a million times.
Yeah,
that's right.
so I think that fits.
And there's a part of him that wants to get away from the bickering and shit.
Yeah, he's just been fighting since since season 1. There was D Brown's big dono there. Let me jump to the next page. I think we're almost caught up here, actually.
Sweet daddy.
John Snow, thank you, John.
Thank you,
I
John.
can't wait to rewatch the whole show, knowing the end. I will. That's what I was going to say, John. This is a great point. Let me say this. We were talking about earlier, would you recommend it? Would you rewatch the whole thing again like we always have a million times? Now that you know what's happening, it will be if they planted things. Now again, they didn't decide a lot of things till the last 3 or 4 years, but they did know the ending. Now we can look for those things and kind of say, "Oh shit!" Or
it'll actually be fun.
Did they screw it up?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Now a lot of things were retconned. We talked about that before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it will be interesting to do a rewatch. Let's see. I think it will be. I think it will feel more complete, possibly. When John was saying bye to Arya, I lost it. As of right now, what's both of you all's favorite? What are you all's favorite episode of this season? 2 by far.
2 was one of the best.
2
ever.
was one of the best ever, and
Yeah.
that's crazy. Coming in the middle of this season, it's been so controversial.
And honestly,
But yeah, 2 was all the just great reunions, and it felt like the pinnacle of Jaime and Brienne. It felt like the pinnacle of his character, and they kind of went backwards for Cersei to die. But yeah, that was great.
Yeah, 2 was the best, and I loved 99% of 3.
Yes, yeah. I agree. It was just the non-info. It's what we didn't get in episode 3. Anonymous, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Spanky again, thank you for the donation.
Thanks so much.
Love you guys. Want to bring back Nymeria. I really thought we would see the Wolfpack in the war with the White Walkers. Any thoughts? Yeah, that's what we thought the whole
we
time.
would see it, yeah.
That's what we thought the whole
See
time.
her
They would
in
come
the
back
pack.
and grab a few whites, probably die in the process.
Yeah,
but
we were prepared for that.
Didn't see them. Mander Kane, there she is. Thank you, Mander Kane. And now our watch has ended. It has. It technically has now.
That's crazy.
No more. I was telling James, like, usually I get off this stream and I go do a preview video. There's no preview this week. There's not even like next season on Game of Thrones. There's just none of that.
That's it. I'm jumping out here like Theon.
No, you got to do a weird pose. That'll be funny in our little videos we're talking about doing. Because we're still wanting to reenact.
You jump like Tom in that way. I'll jump like Theon this way.
Oh God, we still want to do the rednecks reenact Game of Thrones scenes. I still want to do that. This was supposed to be a thing, but we got to get people to help. Got to help film those with a few people. Let's see. Anonymous, thank you. Let's see. Tim H. There's Tim H. Thank you, Tim, for the big dono. Hey, guys, have you read the Wheel of Time series that Amazon is turning into a series? I have not. Somebody else asked me this, Tim, but I have not read Wheel of Time. So I don't know exactly what it is. I've just heard of it.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Maybe somebody could send me a message telling me a little bit what it's about. Really quick, I just saw a couple of super chats come in. Please, if you're trying to donate, use the link in the description. No super chats. This all goes directly to St. Jude. We are at $6,339.
Yes, and super chats go to rebuilding brothels.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, super chats don't convert over. I'll have to add what was sent and try to add it back to the donation amount. But I have to figure out, because YouTube takes 35%, so you got to figure all that out. Right. That's why I was saying no super chats. Don't send money to us tonight. Let's see. Eric Newcomer, thank you, Eric. Will Brand get his werewood.net fixed now? I haven't donated until more recently, but I've been enjoying your content for a while. Keep it up, and thanks for everything. Eric, don't feel obligated to donate. We did these streams before we knew what a super chat was.
Amen, brother.
They just started coming in and was like, what the hell was that? So, yeah, it ain't about that. So don't think that at all. But, yeah, I mean, I think there's, I don't know what Brand does as king. There's no werewood in King's Landing. Can he still connect? I don't know, because the show's really odd it's kind of vague about how the rules work.
It is.
At 1 minute he needs to touch one, the next minute he can sit beside one.
Yes.
I don't know. I think the magic-y stuff's over. I mean, you still have Drogon, so there's no technical ending to magic. Werewoods are still there. Nobody burned them. None of that shit happened. It's still everything's just still there. It's just reset. Yeah. With different people. That's all that happened. So, yeah, I don't know. We did expect to see, we said it felt like a goodbye to Drogon, but we said, you know what, that last shot is going to be Drogon and Ovalyria, and we're going to see some eggs laying there. That's just, I thought we was going to see it, but no.
And like you said, when he was flying off, you were like, setting it up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, but anyway. Let's see. Minicello, I think it is. Thank you. Daenerys worked so hard, and it turns out she's crazy. She lost her best friend. Jon killed her. I'm sad. Dragon's story made me tear up. I guess Drogon's story made me tear up too. Lost his brothers and mom.
Yes.
Heartbreaking.
It is.
It was. That was one of the best or saddest scenes, I guess,
the
or
nudging,
well done.
Gosh, that killed
nudging
me.
her, and that was what was weird.
She
it was like
just deader than hell.
I just wanted her to realize at the end, why, and like say something. But it was just and it was like surprise, which obviously that would happen, and then you saw the trickle of blood and out her nose, and he laid her down and cried, and that was it. I mean, no words.
For Pete's sake, John, pull it out.
I know. Why leave it? Stick it in
Drogon's
there.
there crying, basically.
I know.
Staring at her. Pull it out.
Oh, man. He was expecting to die.
Yeah, I think he was,
He was.
too.
I mean,
He was ready.
He was ready. He stood up like...
Yeah, bring it.
And then he kind of ducked off to the side when he realized it wasn't aiming at him. But yeah, it's this whole thing's been sad. It's the tragic hero. She's become what she loathed and all that stuff. The tyrant, and tried to justify it. She was meant. This kind of shows you there is no destiny. Mm-hmm. There's no gods and destiny stuff. I did a lot of videos in the past. I remixed those a couple of times because they never got any views. But yeah, that's what I mean about it. It shows you when you think you really believe in a destiny, then you get fixated, and that's what actually changes you and corrupts you. Because like he said, she's going to kill anybody that stops that destiny, or that she thinks. So she'll start seeing enemies everywhere.
You're right. Yep.
So I do like that aspect of the story. So, but it is sad. Aetherion, thank you for the big dono. Cheers, boys. On to 10K. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're at $6,466, I think. So getting close, The bar is getting close to full there. And again, if anybody's watching this as a video later, this link will be open. I think I put it through Friday, so all the way through the week. So you can do that anytime. And continue to share it. Be cool. And I'll go straight to St. Jude. Brenda Hale, thank you, Brenda. John always gets the crappy end of the stick. He does. He absolutely does. Sometimes he deserves it, and sometimes it's just that's his character. That's just what he's always been. He's been this unifier that does shit to be done, that has to be done for duty, for the betterment of all. That's why he's the Azor High figure.
Yeah. If
you had to label somebody that, bringing people together and stuff, but he always gets the shaft.
One of probably my favorite line, probably after rewatch it, of this episode was the Tyrion of all Tyrion lines. You're the only man alive who can tell me what I have to look forward to.
Oh, that's true.
That was great.
That was great. Like, he's gonna die. What'd you see? Nothing that I can recall.
Nothing I can recall.
He literally knew nothing. That's true. Again, no gods in this story.
Yeah.
Anonymous, thank you. Anonymous, no question. Boogie, 123, thank you, no question.
Thank you.
Matt L, thank you for the dono. Didn't like the finale, but I'm glad Davos is still alive and well. I am too.
I'm super glad.
Yeah, that was cool. I wish he would have just go home though. They could at least say, look, I'm gonna go home for a couple months, see my wife, and I'll be back or something. That'd be cool, just see Davos go home. But they didn't do all the extra sons and stuff in the show, I guess. So, Vance, thank you, Vance, for the big dono as well. Awesome organization.
So
thank you for the opportunity to donate. Thank you, Vance. Really appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Again, 6,466 is where we're at. And the last one here so far, John Snow. John, enjoy your time beyond the wall.
Thank you, John.
Last one, guys. I just want to say I didn't think you guys realized how much fun you made this show and books for me. Went through a lot of these last couple of years, but nothing beats seeing a new SmokeScreen notification. Love you guys and looking forward to WoW and Blood Moon. Yeah. Thank you, man. That means a lot, man. I've got a lot of messages, especially over the last couple of weeks, and they're the best ones for me. It's like, you don't realize how just a video or a live stream, helped me out through a rough time or whatever. And we've always said it a million times, and I'll say it again. It just goes both ways. So it's so fucking awesome.
It does.
That we're sitting here talking about a TV show. This is a fictional thing out of somebody's head. We're raising money for St. Jude. $6,541 now we just jumped to.
So cool.
That's what this is about. So we can all bitch about the ending if we didn't like it, and a lot of aspects we loved or hated or whatever, but that's what it's about, man.
And the mirror image of what he's saying. Went through a lot these last couple of years, but nothing beats seeing a SmokeScreen notification. Well, on this end, we've gone through a lot, and those notifications you get right before you get them, it's like we're going, oh man, got a lot going on, but as soon as we get on here, we feel better
every time.
Yeah,
every time, all the time. That happens a lot. But yeah, the problem is that John. Is that nobody gets notifications, apparently. Not here. As you can see, we're still losing subscribers as usual during a live stream. Not sure how that works. This is the middle of the season, now the end of the season, and I was just getting like average, like it was the last year and a half.
Yeah.
It was so insane.
The entire population is talking Game of Thrones right now.
Exactly. 19 million people are.
We're losing subs.
This is great.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, so again, now everything will drop back off after a couple weeks to normal, and then, that's it. Let's see. Steve French, thank you, Steve, for the dono. Thank you for all your hard work and amazing and hilarious content over the years. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. I will say this, as far as the YouTube piece, I'm sure some of it's gotten stale because I'm tired. I really am, because I know I was telling you, like, I did this last week's review video, old school. I went back on camera.
Right.
And I felt better about it. But damn, I just, I realized this is so much work. People don't get it. I know they don't get it, but
no.
So I know that things can get stale, and you get tired of people, and I get that, but it's just crazy. The whole YouTube thing is just a crazy experience, but it's very cool, and I'm thankful for all of it.
Absolutely.
Lubia, I think, or Lubia? Am I reading that right? Liuba, I think.
It is.
Okay. Thank you for the dono. I don't see a question.
Thank you so much.
Cat Lover, thank you for the dono. Wish the god of death came and killed this season. Arya is ending, and John's so wrong. Also, what was Drogon doing with Dany's body? Is he hoping that she will come back to life? Why not burn her? No wonder they turned off phones. This is a disgrace. I'm selling my DVDs and books. Oh, whoa, next level stuff here. Yeah, I don't know about the body.
I feel like it was like, y'all don't appreciate her, I'm taking her somewhere.
I don't know. That's what I felt like. Once she accepts her death, we don't know what dragons do, but she can burn now. Dragons can't be burned, but I guess they may be after death. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember. But it was just one of those things. I guess it was to not have a funeral.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know what direction.
Get her out of there.
It was and it was quick. Really early on the episode. Ricky, thank you, Ricky, for the dono. There have been too many mistakes in this season. I don't think it will be in the books. Most annoyed about Euron's crew talking in 5th episode. I didn't even notice that, actually. They're supposed to be mutes. I'm fine with the name Halloween. I was born on it. Oh, so there you go.
Oh, cool.
You're right. Halloween. You're right, Ricky. Born on Halloween. There you go. Ralph, MTSU. Thank you, Ralph. Bran doesn't need an iron throne. He has an iron wheelchair. That's true. He won't go sit on it anyway. Of course, that room's not even. You can't. It's not even usable. The Red Keep. I mean, it's just. I love the. I will say, I love the Drogon melt scene. Just showing that some bitch bending and starting to bubble, and that was cool.
I have to say one little sports piece here, Ricky. Also, I noticed your number because I notice all numbers, and you also spell your name like Ricky Henderson, and you were born on Halloween. Ricky Henderson was born on Christmas Day. So there you go. There's your little bit of trivia.
There's your little daily use of sports trivia. Going old school. Ralph, the rest of your question after the iron wheelchair. I like the idea of slowly building to democracy. Yeah, at least they planted the seeds. I'm fine with that. I didn't expect it overnight, but it's like when they laughed at Sam was just odd. They should have thought about it a minute. Maybe later. Let's talk about it. At least the lords and ladies will elect a king. Tyrion is the first prime minister of Westeros. Essentially, that's kind of what's happened, but. We'll never know. We'll never know what happens. Anyway, all right. For now, we are caught up on donations. We're at $6,551. The bar is getting there, but again, we have all week. But it's very cool, very cool. Thank you guys so much. Let's jump over here and see what we got. We are at 2 hours and 34 minutes. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go to like 1:30 or 1:40 as usual. So let's take a stretcher.
Yes.
And then we'll come back and just jump in the chat and do any other donations that come in as well. The Knight's Deuce, Dragon's reaction, are you kidding me? And Sansa. Are you saying Drogon's reaction?
I guess so. I liked it. I like the way he screamed before he even came in.
Yeah, I love how he sensed it, and then, I don't know. What does the dragon do? I mean, it's really you don't really know. So I didn't have a huge problem.
I told you it reminded me of Bambi. It did. That was pitiful when Bambi's mom died.
That's exactly. All right, so I think we're good there. All right, so if you don't mind, guys, give us a couple minutes, and we will be
right back.
Oh God.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king. perhaps I can give you justice. I cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our King. cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
All right, we're back. We're back. Let's see what we got here.
Right back.
Right back. Let's see. Let's go to the regular chat for a minute since we have just a couple more donations. Savannah Orr, why did John leave after the Unsullied list? See, that's what we said. We said, like, come on. I mean, they're gone now. Brand's the king, you know, but
I don't get it.
Did he want to go? Maybe. It's like, if you want to go, just say it. But go ahead and, like, say you don't have to worry about it, and then he chooses. That'll be fine. What? D Brown, what do you say? Doc Cotta, he better be naked and saying who dat. Yeah. Okay, so I think they've caught on now, James. I think they've caught on. Look, I didn't get a proper haircut. Obviously, I wasn't expecting this, D Brown. But apparently, I said something about not wearing my hat. If she donated something to the charity, I thought it was wearing Saints gear. All right, so I wasn't prepared for this, but fuck it. Yeah, I'm done with
the chat is blowing up.
Here we go. So this was not a wardrobe malfunction. I just want to see how long it took. D Brown, put your clothes on, Chris. Thank you.
Oh.
But apparently, yeah, D had told me a long time ago that one day she was going to drop a big donation bomb. But I remember it, D, being the Saints gear, and I said I have an old Saints shirt. Super Bowl shirt, but that my buddy had brought me, and I would wear that. But you said no, I'll send you some Saints gear. So that's what I remember. But if you said I said it, then I'll honor it. So it doesn't matter. We're never going to get to 100K anyway. We're probably going backwards actually. So why not? So I wish I'd have been prepared when I got my hair cut properly. So yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Fuck it. We're done. Our watch has ended. It's time.
That's right.
It's time. You're supposed to do it too.
No, I wasn't in on that deal. I'm in the 100K club.
Oh, okay. So we still got James for 100K.
And I don't need to get a haircut. I need a tan.
But there you go. That's right. But there you go, D. If that's what you said, I thought it was wearing Saint shit. But at least I ain't gotta do that. Anyway, so yeah, here you go. Yeah. It's nothing special. I promise. I told you it wasn't. And you know, this kind of happened by accident one time anyway. But I just cut my hair. Exactly. I did not get a haircut. I wasn't prepared. I normally have a haircut, but it's getting nasty. But yes, it's somebody who just said that. I'm sorry, I lost it. There's Lady Celtic Moon. Oh God, Karen, I don't know if that's good or bad, Karen W.
What?
Geez, is that a bad sign? I don't know. I guess that's horrible. Gendry's hair. Somebody said, yeah, it's for charity. Yeah, whatever.
Chris is normal. What did you think?
Oh my God, Chris is normal with Chocolate Queen. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. It was y'all made the big deal out of the fucking hat, is all I'm saying.
That's cool, man.
Anyway, yeah, it's for charity. It's for charity. What is oh God, K-Dub, just to start, wait till the calendar comes out. No, that's the women of SmokeScreen. What is wrong with y'all?
I forgot about the calendar.
Meg Paul, stop it, Chris. It's very special. Don't let anyone talk you down. Thanks, Meg Paul. Thank you. It's not special at all. Anyway, let's see.
I don't know how you're doing it. I would feel naked as hell.
I'm sorry, Lady Celtic. I haven't seen many actual chat people. I know I missed a lot of names.
Trey Hardy. What the hell? Left for 5 minutes. Came back.
Sorry,
no hat.
Yeah, sorry, Trey. Apparently, I made a deal for a big donation, and I thought it was wearing Saints gear, but apparently not. Apparently, it was about it's just taking the hat off. Anyway, because that was supposed to be a 100K thing.
Oh, I don't know who said it. It disappeared. It says, you are so cute. Leave the hat off.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, I'm freedom. I can't really actually yell it like fucking what's the name? It'd blow your eardrums out. Who dat, D Brown? Who dat? Thank you, D Brown. Big chunks of that gold tonight for St. Jude. Speaking of St. Jude, we've got a couple more of these. What was the last one? Ralph, I believe. Spanky has another one. I wonder if Drogon is taking your body back to Valyria. That's what I was thinking. I said maybe he goes back to Valyria, and we see a scene of dragon eggs or something.
Right.
But yeah, that's we never got that, so we'll just have to wonder. But I'm going to assume probably something. There's something about that area, right. Volcanic connection that they seem to do well there. Stephanie V, thank you for the donation to St. Jude. Jeff Lawson as well, and Spanky again.
Thank you, Spanky.
Hashtag no hat. Holy shit! It's for charity. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. We're going backwards. We're trying to get to 0 subscribers.
Yes,
that's what That's what we're trying to do.
Once we get to 0, I'm full money in this bitch.
I mean, we might actually get there. I don't know. I'm not sure what to expect since our watch has ended. Jeffrey, is that Barathester, I believe? Thank you, Jeffrey. Danny gets to kiss the bricks at the Indy 500, but doesn't get to drink the milk. Touches the throne, but can't sit on anything. She's not pregnant. Night's watch for what? Bran could warg now. Or can he warg now? Arya gets chip stocked with westbound personnel. Exactly. Kinvara, the Kinvara character, with the actress, well, I don't know if they were going to bring her back anyway, but she was leaking shit, so they fired her ass, apparently. Lord of Light, Hallen Reed on an ostrich. I don't know. I said that earlier. I don't know if anybody ever said anything, but I got to rewatch it. Was that Hallen Reed?
I know, man.
At the council, it looked like I don't know. It's very similar to the old Hallen Reed's little tunic. I don't know. I couldn't tell who. I thought there was a Manderley there, but I couldn't see his armor quite clear. And then the other guy besides Sam looked like, kind of reminded me like it could have been Hallen Reed, but you would think they would say that, but I didn't see a sigil. I couldn't see a sigil.
Yeah, you would think they would do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. By the way, guys, I know some of you guys have posted on Patreon, but we'll be doing that on Tuesday, and then, like I said, we'll probably stream some more this week talking about all this stuff. Let's see, up in the regular chat here, what is that? Doc Holiday, another big dono, and James takes off his shirt, #silver dollar nipple.
Silver dollar nipples. My nipples ain't big.
Yeah, who told you that? Did you tell him?
No.
Y'all been having secret text messages. Oh, shit. Oh,
man.
Lord, silver dollar. Oh, anyway. And I know there may be some new people here wondering why this is a big deal. Please explain it to them in the chat. This was a thing that started years ago. I don't know why, actually. When I started YouTube, it was literally just me coming home at night from work, taking a shower, and doing videos. And I would throw a hat on because I had the shower hair. That's why it started. So then I got bound to a hat again somehow. And it was supposed to be a big thing at 100K. But, yeah, we're just mediocre here, so we're not going to make it. I mean, we just got to accept it what it is. That's just the way it is. That's right. Taryn, hats off for charity. 3D Zener Q&A. Drogon takes Dany's body back to the Shadowlands of Ashai. She becomes an undead Red Walker Fire Queen. Who knows? We'll never know. We'll never know. Grasshopper, Dany got her revenge. She damn sure did, but the problem is she was never supposed to want revenge. I mean, she wanted like the people to pay for her father's death because it's still a crime. Jamie. That's the thing about the thing back. I meant to say that then in the Winterfell scene with Jamie was she's still the queen, but she let everybody else decide. She was the queen. She could have decided and said, kill. I mean, I'm not saying she should have. I'm just saying she could have. But she just went with it.
Right.
Like Sansa was in charge.
Yeah.
Which started their
I would
shit.
have loved nothing more than when they were having the meeting and Bran rolled in. For the first thing he said would be like, okay, how's it going with the bitch in the north?
Yeah. No.
Are we dealing with her yet?
No shit. Yeah, I guess they don't have to worry about her in the north. They're not a concern, I guess, about the Seven Kingdoms.
How we coming on that wall?
Yeah, exactly. That wall with the big hole in it. There's no point in. Hello, Dua. Am I reading that right, Dua? I forgot to mute that. I guess it doesn't matter now. We're kind of winding down, I think. All right, let's jump over here. What do we got here? Thrasher Associates, thank you for the dono. War Eagle. We got a. That's where our quarterback went.
Yeah.
And did we? Who else just went there? Somebody went to Auburn. Who was it? Something we were talking about Auburn recently. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't either. It was something came up about Auburn. Alyssa, thank you for the dono. Q&A, can I just point out that Bran could have prevented all of this? Like all those people didn't have to die if Bran stepped in and disclosed some more information, and now he's king, greatest player in the game, if you ask me. Well, I mean, that's the thing, listen, I don't know how much he knew. Like I said, he gets we know he gets flashes of future events, but not full-fledged green sight. So he saw the dragon, for example, but he just saw a dragon. Was that the Night King? Was it Dany? We now know, obviously. But at the time, he just said, okay, he just thought it's a dragon over in Westeros, over King's Landing.
I don't know. See, I've always thought that's just flashes of what he saw. I think he probably could see it all. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the way we're told is he's not supposed to just know the future. But it's different. The show, they changed the rules a bit, and you don't really understand the magical stuff. Anyway, let's see. Next is, let's hope Sansa can't have children. Yeah, I don't know how and that was the other thing that does kind of. I understand what people were saying about Arya. You know, it's in her nature maybe to go travel for a while with Gendry, but they didn't fulfill that. You know, let's join our houses. You know, and it was, you know, people thought, okay, that really meant Arya and Gendry, not Sansa and Joffrey, and that would have been perfect, I think, for the way they set it up. But no, Gendry is a lord, though. And
Sansa is the one that pointed out that Bran can't have kids too, right?
Yes.
Man, what a bitch.
She did. That was really odd. That was really odd. I mean, you got to admit, even if you're a Sansa fan, the only one that literally didn't vote for her own brother. I mean, not that he should have been king in the whole story. I'm just saying, it's a brother, and it's just so she could be queen. That's all.
Damn.
That's all it's for, man. So it's just crazy. Let's see. Furky, no visions, no mask. What was this season about? Yeah, we got no visions. I told you at the beginning of the season we're gonna get a lot of visions this year.
A lot, yep.
We didn't get a single anything. He literally worked some ravens for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was it.
While he was sleeping, you saw the Night King reach out and do this, and that was it. There was no visions, no past, no explanations, no. I mean, you didn't need to see everything, but damn, nothing. There was no information. It was completely pointless. That I agree.
Visions of sugar plums.
Savannah, you think killing Dany was his purpose? Well, I mean, I guess you could see it that way, getting her killed, but he didn't do anything to set all that up. Yeah, really. Jon would have still. I don't know. I mean, because they didn't show us that. He just learned all this shit for what? He didn't and sat there, and then he had nothing to do with the battle. So, I mean, I don't know. They just didn't tell us enough as far as what he can do and what he can't do and what he knew. And that was kind of what I just answered there, Nexus, about Brandon manipulating events against Dany. It never came off that way.
I'll tell you, last week, I told you I saw in the chat that somebody said, if the leaks that came out 2 years ago are right and Bran gets the Iron Throne, I'm never watching HBO again. I thought they were trolling. I just never saw Bran get it.
No, there was no setup for that at all. It was just like, let's pick somebody that they don't expect, because we all expected Sansa or Jon to get it and then give it up or something. So really odd to me still.
But all week I thought about it. I was like, I wonder if that person was trolling or if it's true. No way Bran's going to get it. I just didn't believe it.
So now that's the thing. We can go back and look at all these leaks and shit and see what people had right. You know, I've never done leaks. I've heard a couple things. So a couple things got spoiled for me, but I used to look at filming news, like the photos from sets.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Just
trying to speculate. But now I'm curious if any of the supposed leaks were real. But I've heard, like you just said, the Bran part. So I don't know. Tiffany Black, Grey Worm should have killed Jon. I expected them to fight Tiffany. I thought for sure Jon would have to kill him to get to Dany or something. But I don't know. I guess she still trusted Jon to let him walk in this throne room. Right. There was nobody there. Even though she looked at him earlier like, fuck off. It was just, nothing fit.
She did. That's right.
From scene to scene, people were different. That's what was so odd about it.
Because they had a pretty damn decent conversation.
Yeah. he asked her. He started like laying into her about you killed children and shit. Maha Al Shariki, please answer me. I don't see what you're asking. Oh, I see it. What happened to Azor Ahai? Who is the prince who was promised at the end? Nobody. That was the point. Prophecy will bite your prick off every time. That's what Morwen says in the books. We have always said that it's not about one person. If you do have to label somebody as Azor Ahai, it's all about bringing people together. John is that kind of figure who did all that.
Yeah. It ended up being the artist formerly known as the Prince was promised.
Exactly. So yeah, there was no payoff for prophecy. The only prophecy that really worked in the show, and we'll see how the books go, was the Maggie the Frog stuff, where she saw the actual future through blood magic. But the prophecy stuff, nope. John didn't do a damn thing. Not this year. Not since he was named the prince that was promised that Melisandre thought. So I'm not sure exactly what he did, if anything, this year. Besides, like I said, just gave a couple speeches. It's really all he did. He did over the years. I mean, bring people together. So I guess that's what it was all about. Chris Stanley, who was Jack and Hagar then? He was just a faithless dude. We don't know if that's his real name. That was it. There's Fractured.
What's happening?
What's going on, Fractured? I'm sorry I hadn't seen everybody's names. I've been going through the other things. Let's see. We got a couple more donations here, and I guess we'll wrap it up here in about 10 minutes or so. But again, we're at $6,693. This will be open. The link in the description will be open all week long, so we can still get there.
I kept waiting to see the Sex Boys.
What do you mean? What?
I thought we were going to end up seeing the Sex Boys.
Jake from State Farm? Yeah, and Mizuma and
Sex Bots.
Oh, sex, that's right. Let's see. Where was it there? I think it is Chick Diana. Thank you for the dono. Thank you both for all your great live chats and episode breakdowns. Really enjoyed watching your GOT videos. Curious what your favorite scene of the show, any season, was, each of you.
Any season, favorite scene.
The scene, that's so hard. There's so many great scenes.
Let's see. Come on.
I'll give you not a specific scene, but a season of it was I loved Arya and the Hound scenes. I loved all those.
Those were good.
Anything with those two were great. That was some of my favorite scenes. I don't know. I'd have to think about that for a while, Diana, as far as a favorite scene. How do you narrow that down, man?
Let's see.
I'll think about it while you're thinking about it.
Yeah. There were so many good ones, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there. I will say for season 8. Episode 2, Brienne getting knighted was
holy
it's
shit!
Up there.
That was a good one.
There was some good scenes in episode 2 for damn sure. It was a great episode, no doubt about it. So that ranks up there for sure in all seasons, regardless of how this whole thing turned out.
That was a great scene.
I'd have to think about it more though. Big Vito, thank you, Big Vito. Do you think Arya sailing into the West was a Tolkien shout out? Maybe she'll get to meet Frodo and Gandalf. I think it probably was.
I'd say so.
I think it probably was.
Because you said he's said that he was influenced big time,
and still says it every interview, and he still says he reads the books every couple years.
Oh hell.
Big Vito, thank you for the dono. Do you think that Arya selling? I'm sorry, I just said that, Big Vito. Vicky, I'm sorry, Vicky Firstman.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Vicky, for the big dono there. Really enjoy your show. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Really, really appreciate it. Undaunted Observer again. Thank you. Just want to say I love your videos. I don't feel bad. And don't feel bad you guys didn't call everything. You got a lot right. Sad there was no Isle of Faces.
Yes.
I can tell you really appreciate the books. That's probably why you don't have as many subs as you should. No, I mean, I'm not disappointed that I didn't get the ending right. Because we did get a lot right over the years, for sure, and but it's just like just one an ending that makes sense is all, And the disappointment about it is not necessarily the Isle of Faces, but just being the Night King's just like he was easier to kill than the Mountain. I mean, really.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have been with the army around him. That's the stuff, is what I mean. So that's what I'm disappointed about. We all have a bunch of theories, and I don't care about getting all those right. We put that out there years earlier.
I know, we did.
On purpose.
And we said when we did
I can tell you this, though. The books, the Owl Faces, will be important in the books. Now, we'll see if it comes to the end game, but they will be important. But as far as YouTube, no, I mean, I think there's a lot of great YouTubers who do bookend show and compare them and all that stuff. So I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just mediocre. That's really what that's what I gotta think. I don't know.
Pretty damn strong mediocre, brother.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean, just saying compared to others. Horatio, thank you for the dono. Don't see a question. Here's a name. D&D can suck my silver dollar. That's the name. Thank you for the dono. Dale Earnhardt Jr. should have cameoed to stab Danny. Dale Jr. That's random. Then Rusty Wallace shotguns a Miller Lite. Ricky Rudd washes down everyone down with Tide because they need to cleanse after this shit. Davey Allison crashes a helicopter into the Unsullied, and then Joey Logano cries by himself. We got a racing fan.
Yes, we do.
Oh, Lord. And some old school racers for that matter.
I know, man. That's cool.
Yeah, that might have made as much sense as some other things as far as just random people showing up. Thank you, D&D. Scruff. Thank you for the dono, Scruff. Appreciate it. And Nico L, I believe. Thank you for the dono. I think this ending was meant for the books. I think it was a good ending for a great show, but a bad season. Yeah, a couple of things. Like I said, there's parts of it I'm okay with, and I think we'll watch it again and think about it for a while. And like somebody said earlier, after a while it'll feel a little better.
Yeah, man.
I think for sure. So anyway,
once we know the ending,
right?
It's gonna, like you said, it'll be fun to watch it again.
Yeah, to see if there's actual foreshadowing, but we don't. We know they had a conversation, but I mean, we don't know the exact dates and when they planned other things. We know they went probably the first 4 seasons with books because they were supposed to have other books, which never happened. Like you said, George R. R. Martin needs to take a little heat on that too.
He does. Do you think it's okay to have a horrible scene as maybe your favorite scene?
No. I mean,
it doesn't have to be a touching scene, right? I just always get the Red Wedding. That to me probably was still my biggest oh my god moment. And as far as a quick scene, that scene of the horses charging at John.
Oh yeah, Battle
visual
of Bastards.
Scene, not lines and dialogue. That scene,
and they
used just epic.
They used those again this year for the battles and switched the roles though.
Yeah,
they put him in the position of the Boltons.
Right.
So it's like switching sides there. No, yeah, I mean it didn't have to be a touching good guy scene or whatever. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so it's 1:45, so we'll get out of here. We are at $6,755. So. Really cool, you guys. Thank you guys so much. This all goes straight to them. And again, this link, if you're watching this as a video or if you can donate later in the week or whatever, you continue to share that link all over social media or whatever. It'll be. I think I set it till Friday or Saturday, I believe. So it'll be open all week for the campaign. So you can donate anytime. Anybody watching this as a video that didn't catch the live stream. Be really cool. So we'll keep an eye on it, and then I'll post on social media and stuff the total number once we get there. So we're almost at $7,000. We need about $3,000 to go to get to 10K. Last year, after I think we got 8K on stream, but then there was another 700 that came in throughout that week too. So we ended up with 8,700 last year. So if we can just beat that, I'll be satisfied. I'll be happy. I'm happy anyway. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
We were just trying to go for 10K because last year it was like, what do I do? Like 1,000?
Yes.
We didn't know, and you guys had it at 4,000 in 10 minutes. So,
and to
really
be
cool.
quite honest, to pull this number with way fewer viewers this live stream than we had last year.
Oh yeah. This whole season's been down.
Awesome.
That's what people were asking about YouTube and stuff earlier. It's just been so odd. And the numbers don't say it should be as far as analytics, because I dig in this shit all the time. But as far as the views, it's like we're in season 6 with 15,000 subscribers.
You're right.
I'm just saying that's just the way YouTube's been acting.
Yep, that's right.
For me, not very. For everybody else, it's great, and that's fine. That's great. Whatever. But it is what it is. Okay, last one here. Randall P. Thank you, Randall, for the dono. Jorah, I forfeited the right to claim this sword. It's yours. May it serve you and you and your children after you. Well, there's another setup, Dumb and Dumber rule, and it's just the one in 76 gazillion. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I fully expected, like, even if he killed her, and then she says at the last second. Oh God, we
have a celebrity.
We do. But before I get to that one, I forgot what I was saying.
I'm sorry, I can't help it when I saw that.
I know. No, but yeah, the child. It's just odd, man. I mean, why hammer us with that and then decide to yank it? I think they did. I really think they yanked it.
I do too, bub.
I think they were going to have a different ending. A John and Danny child. I never want, back all the way back from season 1, telling Sam, I don't want a kid running around named Snow. And then they just yanked it. I think they yanked it. They didn't mention it at all.
Danny can't have kids.
Right.
How do you know that?
And then in the prophecy, the Miriam Mazdur prophecy, is actually part of it, is when you'll see him again, is when you bear a living child. It's not a, like, possibility. It's like part of it.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
It's when
that's
you
right.
bear a living child. So I think they just abandoned the kid, honestly, the storyline. So, yeah, it's really odd. But Robert Mueller...
Can't believe he's here.
He came to the conclusion that nothing happened, and should I investigate what happened to Game of Thrones? Russians. Yes, and see if you find any evidence this time.
You might find something this time.
Yeah, this time you might. There may be some kind of collusion going on. I'm not really sure, but anyway.
That's fantastic.
Okay. All right, so yeah, $6,759. Really cool, guys. Thank you guys so much. That's pretty good for numbers being cut in half this year. So really cool. And again, I want to emphasize really quick, if I felt bad, like weird all day about it and all week long, and people should talk about it. This is the end of the show, but it's not the end of the channel.
No.
So again, I will, like, after this week, probably take a break. I got to take a break and get out of here. I need to go see my mom, get out in the woods or something, or both. But we will be here. We'll start talking about Blood Moon. We'll probably live stream this week some. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
We'll definitely have the Twitch Tuesday. So if you're not following me on Twitch, there's a link in the description. Follow me there. We'll talk to Val on Tuesday as usual. I'll do my last review video, the last one ever for this show. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know exactly everything, but there's some more. We got a lot of stuff coming. If you still like fantasy, we got a Lord of the Rings thing coming. We could talk about. Let's see what else. There's a bunch of stuff.
Adult content.
Yeah. We could go into Pornhub, or get a channel started there. Maybe we can get 100K there.
I don't know about that. Can't count on me for that.
Anyway, yeah, exactly. The Rune King of Asgard, Chris will ride off into the woods like John. I may actually do that for at least a week. I mean, I'll be back, though. But anyway, thank you, everybody, for all your donations. I really appreciate it. Really cool to be able to do this. And again, use this little platform for St. Jude, a great organization.
So cool, man.
It is really cool. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, moderators, for all your work. I know you're grabbing questions and stopping bad guys and stuff.
Yes.
And all that stuff in the chat. So.
I thought about that in the last break. And,
yeah.
And the mods stuck around.
Yeah, and these guys don't get paid. They don't get to enjoy the stream quite as much, I'm sure. So thank you guys so much.
Amazing.
And for everyone on Patreon, your continued support, really appreciate it. We'll keep going. I'm going to really get in. I will say this really quick. I'm going to really get into getting this book going, like, big time. I've got a lot more done since we talked last time about it, but I'm going to take some time to really get some book stuff going, and get some out of my head and onto paper.
Yeah.
So that's going
Especially
to
now you know how not to end one.
Exactly. Because I already have one in my head, and it's going to, and it might not be great. It might be a shitty novel, but it's going to fit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen.
The pieces will go together.
So anyway, that's another big thing. I'm trying to figure out how to integrate that to YouTube as well without giving too much away. So maybe some writing stuff if people are interested in that. I don't know. Anyway. So yes, thank you guys. Thank you all. I know, and again, I know there was a lot of super chats that came in. I was trying to tell people not to. I'll try to tally that up. I don't know, because I have to figure out they take 35% of it. That's why the super chats were not good for the donations for St. Jude. But thank you guys for that. I know I couldn't get to those, but again, on Patreon, I'll try to do a separate stream, or we'll do another stream one day this week, or maybe multiple, and get, because I know you guys have posted some questions too, but I wanted to go to the donation stuff tonight. So anyway, guys, thank you all. Let me make sure I'm on the right thing here.
Thank you so much, guys.
Is that it? Was that everything?
I think so.
Don't forget ProtoCon. ProtoCon, link in description. That's coming up in August. That's coming up quick.
It is coming up quick.
So yeah, I think we have we need a few more, but yeah, that's our little meet and greet mini con we're having here locally, so that will be cool. So be sure to check that out. There's a link in the description, and we'll plan on moving forward with that as well.
I don't like this feeling.
What's that? You got
no more episodes.
Oh yeah, nothing else to do. So yes, it's very sad.
I mean, I'm excited about new stuff, but it's just weird.
It is.
All those characters.
So now our watch has ended. Really.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're still all here together before we start crying and shit. But yes, so thank you guys. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you. Gotcha.
I know, damn. Next time. No, I'm not gonna go out on that one. I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, because I do right back. You can't
right.
I don't know how to do the end.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
so
I didn't think about that. Damn it.
I don't know. So we'll just say bye. How about that? Let me just find my thing here. Okay, we're on the right thing. All right, love you all. Thank you all for the donations. Again, this will be the link will be open all week long, so we can still get to 10K, 3,000 away.
Amen.
So thank you. Love you all. Thanks for watching, and we'll figure out something for next week. I'll let you know on social media.
Things you do for love.
And now our watch has ended.
We eat every goddamn chicken.
Cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life, but perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our King. homes, but perhaps I can give you justice.